welcome to another one for Week of Dungeons and Dungeons. This time, we are back with the Chosen, just after they fought the soldiers at the crossroads. A few weeks have passed since then, and now, after the Centennial meeting and divvying up roles, Bologna made her way with the Waterdeep crew on a mission to a uncharted island to track down the fleeing leader of the Ivory Tusks, and Tullius decided to tag along to try and find, with the Chosen, to find his uncle and to find out more about the Frost Maiden that was mentioned from the Frostborn belief and faith at the Centennial meeting. Tullius has just made his way to Jingzhou and to the castle. He's been welcomed in at this point, and the rest of the Chosen are just out and about doing their normal work with the maintaining their town and prepping for the journey to either the Frozen Fortress or wherever they choose to go to try and seek these answers. If you guys would like to do anything inside your town as well, you're more than welcome to. And if you are ready to go wherever you want to go, you're more than welcome to. So go ahead, talk, mingle. Tullius is just sort of standing in the reception room right now that he talked with Airy at one point with. This is also post your side quest, Tullius. So all that stuff has happened. And this is also post Trials of the Storm. So you do have all those buffs as well.
Sick. All right.
So what would you guys like to do?
I know I would probably be trying to kind of set up, because I technically have a criminal contact background.
Yeah.
That's kind of gone to the wayside in years. I would probably start like investing in like kind of in the bar and like trying to restart up that network of whispers.
Sure. Yeah, that basically went to shit when Tendorf sank and everyone in years went by. So to start a rumor mill and start to stuff inside the town of Jingzhou, yeah, this sounds fun. Give me a D100 roll.
Oh, I forgot to grab my dice.
Oh, well then that's it. You fail. That's no bar for you. No whispers.
That's 49.
49. All right. Give me some investigation checks here. Give me a single investigation check to see if you can dig up some people. Dig them up and see if you find some shady ass characters that you can start getting stuff going with.
If you dig them up, Raleigh will take them.
18.
18. Pretty good. There's a couple fellows that are inside the town of the kingdom or the land, the area, city of Jingzhou.
Biome.
Your domain. Yeah, there's a few of them. You end up getting about 2 or 3 normal humans interested in this stuff. They don't radiate stealth and sneak. They're just clearly like, oh my god, I'm working with the Chosen. Oh my god, I'm in. And they all definitely seem like rookies and juveniles at this. But
I'll vet whoever looks like the most naturally inclined, but also like the best fit. I'll spend some time vetting them a little bit and pick like 1 or 2 that are the best fit.
Give me a insight check.
Gotta find the shadiest people you can.
16.
They're not very good, all of them. The 3 that you find, you can easily look through them, especially in this town. Like, they're clearly upstarts, and if there were more talented people here, they might just be out of town at this point, or you just didn't come across them by happenstance. But these guys are eager. They definitely seem loyal. That's a good quality to have. And ready to start just going out and trying to figure things out. Going to towns and Freya and whatnot and see what the news is, what's going on in everyone.
Yeah, for now it'll just be basically traveling rumor mills rather than actual spy contacts.
Sure. So you will send those 3 on their way, just 3 humans. You don't need to know their names. It's part of it. We'll see how they go and what they can uncover, but that's a good start for your basis there.
You don't want to get too connected to them before they die.
Yep.
You are minion 1, 2, and...
Why does he get to be minion 1?
Shut up, 3.
I'll work just as
All
hard
right.
as 1. Hurts my feelings, that does.
No one ever talks about Minion 2. It's always 1 and 3.
It's okay, Minion 2. I'm not one for needing recognition. I know someday my deeds will go recognized.
Oh boy.
All right, made a note of that. Cool. All right, what do you want to do?
I don't know how things usually work around here, but you know, I like music and stuff, so you know, let me know if you need any, if you're in need of fun. I'm your guy.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah,
Like what kind of fun?
literally every kind of fun.
Can we keep them? I like them all.
Well, if you feed him Mosnell, he'll never leave you.
Yes, that is true.
Really? I look in my bag.
Yeah. What do you got?
I think I probably just have some rations or something.
Rancid meat.
It's dried. It's
Yeah,
stale
I'll give 'em
quality.
some jerky that I have.
Yeah, sure.
It's probably frozen too.
It's probably pretty frozen.
Yeah. All right, I'll take some frozen jerky, I guess.
It's frozen, but like not frozen enough because it's kept on his person. Unless you kept that
Okay.
in the bag of holding. You don't have a bag of holding, right, Mosnell? Yeah, no. Then yeah, it's
No.
fine.
Okay.
It tastes fine. Not the best, not the worst.
I'm also gonna just leave all my basic arrows with our guards.
Sure.
I've 39 arrows that I literally won't ever use. So
Yeah, they graciously take them and appreciate the extra ammunition.
and then what else was I gonna do?
Oh, you guys should have to pay your guards and everything too. So over this time, I'd say probably about 300 gold pieces for the group. It's going to cost you for like the 6 months that we went through. I forgot to bring that up.
Yeah, we got a lot of gold.
So whoever
I'll pay
wants,
100 of that.
there you go.
Well, don't we have like?
We've got
that's for the-
a city coffers.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, city coffers.
Then I won't.
How much is that right now?
Exorbitant.
Let's see.
It is, but just
Aerie did help out Tyrion
Mhm.
because protecting those items is actually incredibly important.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
We're down 25k for that
Yep.
Whoa!
necklace of non-detection thing.
Oh, I still got to
Mhm.
make that. Yep. And what else?
Yeah. Mosnell's cabin was a certain amount. It was. What did we get up to for that? I think it got up to like 2,000 maybe.
Okay. 25, so 2,700. Anything else?
My tower was free.
He sure was. Ooze all had a bunch of upgrades, I remember. That was another few tens of thousands.
Yeah, he did do a few things.
I have to rebuild my cabin too. So
Oh,
Why
yeah,
did you do
that is
anything?
broke as shit right now. So say another 20,000, so about 47,000 probably spent in the past 6 months.
Sounds okay.
I don't know how much more you had. You got 300k, I'm pretty sure, from winning the war. 100k from each side.
Works for me. I'll take it.
And then you gave Pinna a whole shit ton of money too.
Yep.
So I'll just.
Not from us. Wait, did we?
Yeah, you did. I think
From our
Raleigh-
coffers?
I don't know if it was the coffers. It might just been money.
I think I just gave her a bunch.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure Raleigh just gave her money.
Yeah.
I don't remember that coming from our coffers.
So much
I showed up
like
like the day or two after the Wolfpack fight, right?
I'd say it was about a week or so.
Well, no, when I talked to Ari and Raleigh.
Oh
though.
yeah, yes, definitely.
It was
Yeah.
literally like right after.
That was a few days after. That's why they were still sort of like shell shocked and just like, yeah, what do you want?
And then you got to learn my tragic backstory.
Yep. The orphanage.
I'm also gonna just buy in town. It's probably gonna be like nothing, just lamp oil.
Yeah. How much do you need?
Maybe another like 4 pounds worth. They cover for like a few hours, like 6 hours each. So
It's like 2 gold pieces.
Mhm.
4 pounds is a lot for oil, but
well, or like how much is it? Yeah, like 1 oil flask is a pound.
so 4 oil flasks. Yeah, they can definitely
So, yeah.
produce that in this town. So just 2 gold
Because
pieces.
each of those gives me 6 hours of Lantern of Revealing. So, and I've only used like a cumulative of like an hour so far.
Mhm.
Ralia will have been developing her spell and training Pinna.
Yep.
Also, she will have been trying to assimilate the Wolfpack people into just living in her tower.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Give me
Our
a
prisoners.
charisma check on that one, a persuasion check to see how that goes, or performance.
17.
Pretty well. They follow the rules to the T, but they don't really warm up too well to Raleigh and the group. They keep to themselves, and they definitely know they're on a deadline, and you can still see they're trying to figure it out in their head how to try and get by, but as the days goes on, you can see certain individuals are starting to lose their hope.
Well, whichever specific ones, I'll just approach them and say, I know it looks dreary what you have now, but we will try. I promise you that. And again, that offer still stands. If you wish me to erase it from your mind so you can live at peace.
I forgot what Zach's character's name was. Was it Isaac or something like that? It was whatever that one was. Would be the first to give up.
Somebody with Isaac.
Yeah, so I think it is, but if not, don't worry about it. He's the individual that's feeling it first, and he just thank you, Ralia. I appreciate that, and I appreciate your kindness on all this. We'll just sort of do our best to work through it.
Well, have you met the people downstairs at all?
We have definitely heard them, but they've never come through yet. There's been knocks a couple times from the floor, but we thought it was best to leave that.
Yes, I would not open it unless you intend to go down.
Looks over at the captain. You see the captain's like, just told you. Just a facial expression like, don't touch that shit.
Well, if you find yourself with nothing to do, perhaps they could use your assistance, or maybe even they can try to discover what it is that ails you. But I would not hold hope for that. But if you are bored, even, yeah.
Justin's character, what was the name of yours? Do you remember?
Orson.
Orson's like, that does sound like fun. I could use for some livening up instead of sitting here in a freaking graveyard with all these terminal patients. As he smacks in up one of the guys, and he's the guy just like, really? But yeah, there's some interest. They might go bother them, see what's going on down there with the crackpots.
And then as far as Pinna goes, I'm just going to be continuing to teach her probably just like first level spells.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check and a performance check. Are you a good teacher, and how well were you teaching?
Alia is the most charismatic. What do you mean?
Well, she definitely knows what she's teaching. And the other one was performance, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's really good. So the Arcana was a natural 20 for a 30.
That's beautiful.
And then the performance was a 21.
I'd say Pinna just leveled up.
Let's go!
Gains.
Is definitely becoming a proficient wizard. She is catching on, and through the expert training of Ralia, she is just absorbing your teachings and clearly has so much upside and so much potential. There is a bright future for Pinna.
Beautiful. That's how I like it. And I guess if I'm aware that it is the day that we will set out, then I'll go into town.
Okay.
If not, I'll wait for everyone to come get me if they want to leave before that.
What's everybody else doing? You guys want to get together and go, or you got any other things you want to take care of at home?
Do I have winter clothes?
No. You can go get some, though.
This is a place you could buy that easily.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
So, whereabouts would you
Hello,
like to go?
fellow shopkeep, Mr. Taylor person. Ma'am, sorry, I don't really know who you are.
I got a real dumb idea.
Oh, God.
The person gets up from underneath the counter, and as they turn around, you see an individual that resembles Taylor from Waterdeep. Really,
Oh my God.
really similar
Oh, no.
with his elven features and everything. Yeah, I'm doing this.
Do I know you?
Do I know you? Of course you know. I know you, Tullius. Have you noticed our brand new franchising?
Franchise? What do you mean franchising?
Have you ever heard of this fantastic idea that's being thrown around Waterdeep? Oh, it is this concept of taking your business and selling it to others in different cities, and then they sell your goods. I am Taylor's brother, Tyler.
Oh, I can see the resemblance.
And thank you, I appreciate that. And I was tasked with coming up here to the north. Since I was already a resident of Tendorf, that's not around anymore, so why not take up shop with the Chosen and make all the beautiful winter wares I can?
Right, okay, could you make something in my size?
I could make it in the size of a bugbear
also,
if I needed to.
I have this little guy here that needs clothing too, and I'll take out Gilbert.
Yep.
Yeah. He'll need probably maybe a hat and like some kind of like waterproof or like some sort of water absorbent. I don't know, like coat sleeve thing. I don't know. Have you ever made clothes for eels before?
No, never.
Well, he's very precious to me, and I'd appreciate quality work.
I will definitely do my best. I can definitely do water resistant, waterproof. I don't think I have the materials for it here, but let me take some measurements of you. And he gets out those measurements and starts doing
yeah, can I get a scarf and some nice socks and a hat, please, too?
Ooh,
I just want to make sure I'm prepared. We're going deep north.
Deep north, so for the big guy like you, we better make sure it's well insulated. Just take a couple of measurements here and there. Is he leaning them out and doing a little bit more of this and that? Excellent. Okay. Yes, I should have this ready for you in 2 days' time.
2 days' time. Excellent. Thank you, Tyler. Tell Taylor I said hi.
I will. Make sure you tell everybody about the shop. Make sure to tell them to come here or a new location that's being built inside Neverwinter. The whole place is under construction.
It's Taylor's Taylor, right?
Yes.
That's the name?
Taylor's.
Right on. Pretty easy to remember that one.
It's a good one. It's pretty. That's why we're franchising. Where are you gonna go for your teller to tellers? Of course.
Right. Yeah. Maybe we should open a bar everywhere. That'd be cool.
There's an idea. I could see that integrating with all the different cultures. I'm sure they would be just as open.
That's how we. Okay. I have to go.
Oh, shit. Teller slams the door.
I have an idea. Now, you remember at the tribunal, they said we need to take care of Skoberheim. What if? So we have a bar in Waterdeep. I'm sure you've all been there, yeah?
I have once, actually.
Yeah, we did.
All right. Now, hear me out. Now, what if we opened a bar in Skoberheim and we spied on them from the inside? Not us. I mean, like someone else. It's genius. And we could make money while doing it. We could take all their money.
Great idea. Question. One question.
Yes.
Why would Skoberheim let a bunch of foreigners open a bar in their city?
I don't know. They're not savages, are they?
Yeah, but that would be pretty weird for a bunch of random people from Waterdeep deciding to open a bar.
Oh, we wouldn't say they were from Waterdeep.
So now we need to forge documentation about a false identity from a different. I mean, who is even allied with Skoberheim at this point?
If I remember correctly, Skoberheim was very unaccepting of outsiders. You remember the whole deal with trying to get into the city, and it took forever?
Yeah, it took. We had to get papers and everything, and just to even enter the city last time, and this was before they had a civil war triggered by a bunch of foreigners.
Oh, really? Who triggered the Civil War? That's crazy.
The absolute silence as Ulazul just goes in the corner of the room.
Did I hit a rough topic? I'm sorry. I thought that was a really interesting tidbit to touch on there.
Well,
subject, especially for Ulazul, it's just
okay.
Bit of a long story. Short version, it kind of was us.
Oh.
In a very
I had no part in it. Thank you very much.
In a very convoluted way, it was blamed upon us.
Yes. Okay. I do not judge you for any of this.
We didn't actually do it. It just
right. Yeah, that's what they say.
It's the appearance of
the
allegations.
Right. Okay.
I mean, wait. You fought the demon that did it with us, so.
Oh yeah.
Or Orleth, the one that could talk and possess people.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Yeah,
I know plenty about that.
It was her.
Yes, we can stop talking about that now. Yes.
Oh boy, look at the turntables! Look at the turntables! Like,
what do you mean?
Shit.
Is Orleth a sore subject for you?
Oh man,
she's a subject. I don't even really know at this point.
Oh, that was beautiful.
If I had more memories, I would tell you.
Yeah, but long story short, she basically caused the Civil War, and we took the blame for it.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that.
So they specifically hate us and our existence.
The Valkyries specifically hate Ulazul, though. I mean, they hate us, but they really don't like him.
What did he do?
Well, he was the one that was in the room, so he's the one that was blamed. We all got blamed by
association with him.
Yeah, I feel like this is so unfair. Zach can't even defend himself.
I mean, like I said, it was a fucking demon that caused it, and we just kind of took the blame because nobody would believe us.
Yep.
Well, I believe you because I helped.
I would hope because you literally saw the demon.
Yeah, sure did. Good times. Right. Well, I'm gonna keep getting ready. I have an order in for some clothes. So
All right, yeah. I actually would be interested in trying to take a possible brief trip with Ralia down to Waterdeep if I can, just to see if the magic shop has anything that is helpful in the cold settings.
Sure, let's roll up a fucking
I can do
table
that.
and see.
I have a question. Actually,
I'll go. I have something I might want to see is there.
All right, well, have fun. I'll be here with Uzal.
Tellis is from what? Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yep. Nope.
Do
Fine.
we know if
every day.
Ulazal? Do we know if Ulazal still has the powdered rubies?
Powdered rubies?
He had powdered rubies at some point.
Yeah, he used a lot of it though.
Yeah, I don't remember how much he had.
Not much. Enough to make sure you can't do more fun things.
Yeah, he used a lot of it, right? That was from when he was just right after the giant battle with the Trask, just hammering away to try to get those. Yeah. I feel like he used the majority of it.
Probably did.
Well, the rubies came from he got Ivory after the Tarask fight.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
He did legend lore.
We got like it was like a giant ruby that we got at one point, and he had it like powdered, or some of it powdered. I don't remember.
Yeah, maybe it was from Stormclaw or Strongclaw.
Yeah, we did the big ruby from there.
Yeah, I remember that because Ari was like, "Hey guys,
let's steal a bunch of fucking gems."
Yep. Eve was just like, "These are useless. these are just rocks to us," or Kane or whoever it was. Yeah, and that's when you guys escorted the Strongclaw clan out. Justin knows. Tellius does not.
Yes, indeed. Excuse me.
How dare you get prepared for a fucking trip?
Are you still hanging out? Like, did you say that, like,
What?
openly, or... I'm asking Ralia if she, like...
Oh.
What do you mean?
Are you, like, asking, like, hey, Ulazal, do you have any rubies?
Yeah. I'm questioning people that I'm gonna travel with, which I assume you're probably around them, and if we're going to Ulazal, you're there as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Then
right.
yes.
Roll a D100 for me, Hunter.
Ralia, roll a D100 because I'm getting a bullet vehicle.
Well, okay.
It's a 6.
You're not...
That's boring. Give me D100s from Justin and Ryan.
Hey.
Okay.
We'll see what
13. Oh, man.
75.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Are these real tables? I'll be super annoyed if these aren't real tables.
Everyone's gonna have a hero action but me. Oh, man.
Suck.
Even Ignatius has a hero action.
That was a miracle.
Even
That
Ignatius.
was literally a miracle. You said 14?
It really was, though. You got a natural 20 in your, like, cool dungeon thing. That was so sick.
Basically. Rolled a 10.
10 out of 100.
Yeah.
10 out of 100
Divine intervention.
for divine intervention, which was exactly what I needed.
Let's see if there's something
Nuts.
cool in the Matt Colville book. That's certainly I'm going to accidentally give you and be kind of a mistake.
Tellius, were you going to speak to me? What was...
No, just, Curious.
Oh, that's fucking cool. That's in
Always
there.
curious.
We'll do that one.
Thank you again for the other nights, you and Derry.
Yes, your mind is clouded, to say the least.
Yes. That's an understatement.
Oh no, that's for Shalmir. Oh no. The whole game's gonna get derailed on that one.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
Oh, big SpaghettiOs. It's gonna be bad. Good thing Shalmir's poor as fuck, otherwise this would get... The whole campaign would be like, alright, so, Reed, I'm gonna be real with you right now. Basically, I don't care if they show up. We're gonna play D&D all week now.
Oh no!
Alright, I got the items that are at the magic shop.
Okay.
So, that's part of the fun. That's what was made. What came in? What did Grit go into as they're running out of inventory? And he's just like, I know Adam said not to, but I better go into these boxes. I got to put something on display. Sure wish he'd be coming back one of these days.
I don't think he cares anymore.
I would have said to Ralia that there is a jeweler in Waterdeep had she posed that question. That's all I would have said.
I'm pretty sure she's visited the same jeweler. I'm pretty sure we did that on your private quest.
I think that's where Ulazal got the gems.
Yeah, he did.
Like, he got them, whatever, crushed.
We've been to the same jeweler multiple times. This guy's a very heavy jeweler. You guys have treated him very well.
Excellent.
All right, so you go to Waterdeep, unless you want to do something else. You're going to teleport down to Waterdeep and go to the shop. Grit is inside the shop, happy to see you with a big smile. He's like, what do I owe the pleasure of seeing you today?
I'm looking to see if you have any items that help provide protection against the cold.
Protection against the cold. Nope. I got a lot of other stuff, but don't have any of that in stock. Amazing. It's just like, you know, you have what you have on hand, and without Adam, it's very difficult to actually have something specifically made these days. I'm not much of an enchanter, and he was going to train me in some of it before he left on his siesta, and he still hasn't come back. He's about 8 months late or so. So, sure hope he comes back soon. Otherwise, I might have to close down the shop.
Well, what do you have?
All right, well, I got this potion of Hill Giant Strength. It'll make you super strong. You drink that up. It tastes like piss, though, so be careful. I got this cool guy here. As he takes this, like, looks like a gold piece or a silver piece, and then he just clicks on the counter and expands. He's like, they call this the pole of collapsing, as he has his little glasses on. They are like halfway, and there's like a little tag labeled on it from Adam. And he's just like, this is good at all sorts of stuff. Let me get the book out for the details. I'm hoping these are all normal things. They are fantastic. I was trying to pick all stuff that isn't homebrew, so you guys can actually add it easily if you buy it. While holding this 10-foot pole, you can use an action to speak a command word and cause it to collapse into a 1-foot-long rod for ease of storage. The pole's weight doesn't change. You can use an action to speak different command words and cause the rod to revert to a pole. However, the rod will elongate only as far as the surrounding space allows. We got this one. It was an old piece. It's a dagger here. It's a +2 dagger that also does a little bit of cold damage. It's all silver and it has like little bits of blue lining on it. It has a very curved blade on it for the dagger. One of those like whoop. It's clearly artisan, but useful, and it does extra frost damage. What was that? Let me go look up the last one here. Well, the third to last. Then we get into the Matt Colville stuff. is. This one Adam has labeled. He holds out this rod. This helps really those casters. They makes them a little better at casting their spells and a little harder for other spells to work against you. And it works for a specific type of person that I don't think runs in your group here. It would be very helpful to those that have made pacts with other people. Now, what's that noise? Oh. Some of the other stuff we have in the way back, they call this a problem in some places, but in other contexts they call it the Surveyor's Compass. It's of dwarven origin, as he places this pretty beat-up looking compass. It looks rusted, but it has a needle on it, and you can see a glowing rune that is pointing towards the north of it. It has a compass star in the middle and a compass needle that glows blue in a specific direction. The above point here with the rune is the north marking on the compass. There's a small receptacle here, as you see them pop open a little compartment right at the top where it forms two curves on the outside of the design. If you place a piece of ore or precious stone, it'll cause the needle on this compass to point towards the nearest seam containing that material within 12 miles. It grows brighter the closer you get. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's it. That's it for that one. Yes. For this.
You guys ready to play Minecraft?
That's exactly what I said. I'm like, oh, so Minecraft, is that what we're doing? Luke's just gonna be like, hey, Reed, can I play Minecraft today? And I'm gonna be like, no, Luke, you can't. You can play the game with the rest of everybody.
Me and Reed were actually discussing actually playing.
We are going to do that. I was going to.
So anyone who is interested in joining us,
I was going to set up a server and make a Minecraft thing for all of us that if we'd like to play. We can.
Sweet.
I also have 4 desktops at home, so I can definitely.
I've never played Minecraft before, so I'm really interested. I've watched people play before, so I know the gist of it, but I've never played myself.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Basically, you craft mines, and
it's way too complicated now.
No,
there's so much.
I was a Terraria guy.
Huh? And the last item I have here, and he takes out this chunk that looks like of stone that was just removed from like a marble statue, and it just has an eye. He goes, "This is a special one. It's a stone in which you whisper into." And you specifically use it just like you would use a stone of warning. So the way the process works is you may stare intently at the closed eye and carved into stone here, and you repeatedly whisper a creature type or alignment to the stone for 10 minutes. The stone will open up and display the name in runic text upon its pupil. If any creature of that type or alignment enters your domain, the stone whispers to you, warning you of its presence. You can hear these whispers across any distance, but only if you are in the same plane as the stone. After a season, the room begins to fade. You can replace the creature type and alignment of the stone of warning by performing the ritual again. So that might be helpful if you got someone coming out to kill you or an ex you don't want to see anymore. This is a great way to be warned if they step within your domain.
How much for the dagger and the stone?
Dagger will run you... How much it costs on my table that I need to get up? Getting this up. All this would have been done if I didn't have an exam earlier today and a terrible phone call. That's normally what I do. Let's look at this magic item. We're looking at this, looking like a very rare. So the dagger will cost about 18,000 gold pieces. And what was the other one you wanted to know?
And the Whisper Stone.
Whisper Stone only costs about 2,000 gold pieces. That one's of rare variety.
Okay. I think I am going to dip into our coffers a little bit.
I see a lot of impasse judgment right now.
I think I'm gonna get both of them.
Okay, that's be 20,000 gold pieces. Make sure you guys are keeping count, all right? I keep track of so much. That's at least 67,000 gone.
So I'm taking 19,000 out of the coffers, and I'll have 1,000 worth from my own.
All right, so you just made my math miserable. So now instead of it's just one more. Don't worry, it's fine. 67.
No, it's 20,000 total for you. I'm tracking our.
Well, I also have our expenses. I'm also tracking your expenses. From what we said today, we have at least 66,000 spent out of that shared fund.
66,000
gold pieces. Yes.
Out of 300,000.
Yes.
Do you want to spend money?
No, I was just curious where a lot of it came from.
Winning the war?
No, the
spending expenditures. Well, Ooze all upgraded a lot of his
20,000 for the temple.
Stuff.
Oh, he did that shit.
25,000 for giving to Tyrion, I believe, something like that. 2,000 for your hut, that put you at 47, and then 20,000, not really, 19,000, put you up to 66,000.
I missed some of the other ones. Okay.
And 300 for the guards.
Yeah, and 300 gold pieces. You the man. You the man. I didn't put down the guards. The upkeep of the guards.
Yeah. Oh, they're important.
And that was the entire inventory?
That was for just about everything you needed for those. Let me actually see for the upkeep of the kingdom. I'd say it's also going to cost you another, for general expenses to the town, another 100 gold pieces. I'll nick you on too.
Oh boy. That's
just for the general upkeep of everything and get everybody back.
Let's just leave the town to. We don't need to upkeep it. Just let it.
Yeah.
Dilapidate.
That's when the chosen became misers and they understood the power of totalitarianism and authoritarianism. I get why they hoard the money. Everyone just costs you so much of your precious gold. Why can't they just be not poor?
If only.
All right, so dagger and Whisper Stone.
Yeah, so add a +2 dagger for now, and that'll just be an easy custom item to add later, where you just add 1d8 frost damage on top of a normal +2 dagger attack, which is probably going to be like a 1d6 or something like that or more.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's a solid dagger.
Solid dagger. Let's go, Larry. Big A.
1d8 cold damage.
Yeah. Additional. All right. Is everybody ready for their journey? It costs, because of your size, 20 gold pieces for the.
Are you? Stop kidding.
Maybe 15. 15 gold pieces just because of how big you are. No,
but no, it's custom wear for the eel too. So.
That's right. back to 20 gold pieces for the eel. Yeah, definitely.
Ralia wants to go to the gem store and see if they have rubies.
They are fucking fresh out since you last came in, as he sees you again, and Willazal was once here, and the jeweler just like, we are certainly hoping for more. We haven't had many restocks since that whole war thing's quite a problem, and it's sort of a goose chase to find more stones, but I've currently got my guys out there working on it, and a couple job postings to see if anybody can bring back some precious gems in exchange for some cash.
Well, if they do, write to me.
We'll do. We'll do.
Right.
Raleigh also wants to talk to Griff, actually, before they leave.
Where's Griff? Where's Griff? Grit?
Grit? Is it Grit? I don't know. The guy
no, you're fine. Okay. Cool. Grit. I was terrified I had a new NPC I didn't know.
Yeah, no. Yeah, totally. You remember the guy that was going to give me like 5,000 gold worth of rubies? It was that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So great. If Adam is not coming back, and you have all of this inventory, and you have, I assume, materials as well that you have no use for. Is this right? You have a stockpile of materials, enchanting materials.
Actually, not much. We have a little. The reason I have to close is because we wouldn't have anything left over. I've been slowly selling out of everything Adam had stockpiled, and he took most of his ingredients with him on his journey and most of his supplies, but there are a few things here and there that I'll probably end up having to sell if he doesn't return in time. And what little items left in the shop, I'll just either try and sell them, or I will give them up to the auction for some of the people in Waterdeep, and I'm sure the Faceless Lords would like to purchase them or sell them. So,
yes, well, I have an alternative route, possibly. If Adam does not show up, perhaps you could set up shop in our town. We would most welcome you, and I could pay for a lodging for you. I can help you. I am not an enchantress, but I can help, and I'm sure Pinna would be happy to. You don't know Pinna, but she's a great little girl. She'd be happy to sell you her potions to sell. That way, she doesn't have to go directly to the people, and she can just create. It's an opportunity if you want to stay in this line of work.
Make a persuasion check.
23.
I appreciate the offer. Let me think about it. I currently am working inside Waterdeep, and Waterdeep's been my home my whole life, but it doesn't hurt to try and have maybe at this point in my life, go on an adventure somewhere else and start anew. That might be exciting in my latter years. I'll think about that offer, Ralia. I appreciate it.
Yes, and anything that I learn, again, I am not an enchantress, but anything I learn, I would be happy to share with you as well. Perhaps you can grow in enchanting.
Well, that would be pretty amazing. That's what Adam told me, and that's kind of how he suckered me into the whole job. It seemed like a credible way to see those unlocked potentials they always talk about. I'll think about it. Thank you.
Well, if you decide so, just let me know, and I will help you transport everything.
Certainly. You guys have quite a way of getting around. It'd be nice to learn that someday.
It is a little bit complicated.
I imagine so. Otherwise, everybody'd be doing it.
Yes. Teleport.
Nice. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have a bow, like a really big one. Mine's called a longbow, but it's not very long. I want a bigger one.
Why don't you give me a D100 and a D20 roll to see what the fuck I got?
Okay. 81. And a 3.
What the?
On the D20.
Yeah, we don't.
On the D20.
We got a normal longbow.
That's all right. I already have one of those. Well, thanks anyways.
Yeah, we that big one that took off a while ago. Our good friend of the store, Charnook, he got the last longbow from us. Magical properties and all that. But yeah, if I get more shipments or Adam comes back, I'll let you know.
Definitely.
Just sort of, in that hard position. I know he didn't mean it, but he put me in a rough place here. All these people want stuff, and, there's only so much I can do.
How far is the radius with the stone?
What do you mean?
The whisper stone?
Yeah, but
for when
it starts whispering.
It can whisper to you as long as you're on the plane.
No. He wants to know
in your kingdom
how far away the creature is.
If it's in your domain, and your domain is anything by your castle, that's what your domain is from Kingdoms and Warfare. And I give you about a 5-mile radius.
Okay. So if any of these creature types are within if I carry it on me, if they're within a 5-mile radius.
No, I believe you got it. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Wait, do you leave it or do you? Yeah, no, you leave it, and then it basically sends you a message. It has to stay in the domain, and it sends you a message.
That's pretty cool.
So if I'm across the world and something enters our kingdom, I will know.
If it's the
attuned type.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you're like Ragnorum Geckum over and over and over again, if he gets within 5 miles, he'll just be like, he's here.
They're here.
There he goes. There he goes.
It makes it sound. You can hear the whisper across any distance, but only if you're in the same plane as stone. Yeah. It makes it sound like it's on your person, but it also says you can hear it at any distance. So I think you leave it in your domain, and then it whispers to you like a
sounds like you can choose. But
you can. It can whisper if it's on your person too. So I don't really care which way it happens. You want to keep it on you, you can. But to me, it makes more sense logically that you would keep it in your domain. That's how it would know in the radius, and then it would just send you a message that something's in your radius, instead of being on your person and magically knowing something entered miles away. I like it better, more like a security system versus a magic I know things system. So that is how I rule that'll work. The Whispering Stone of Warning.
Okay.
That's some cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff in here. All right. What else were we talking about?
Iceland.
Yeah, are you going to go to Iceland? Aslan, going to go say hello to the lion? Up to you guys. So you got your stuff? You got your goodies? You all set? You got your clothes back on your return trip from Waterdeep to the north? Enough time's passed for Tullius to get your clothes for you and your buddy? Your little eel bud?
Yay. Gilbert,
I forgot his name. So Gilbert, all good?
Gilbert. It's really a pronunciation thing.
All right. Let's go.
All right.
Where are you going? Where would you like to go?
North.
Qualia?
Yes.
Is Ulazar coming with us, or is he indisposed? All right.
So, I suppose, I could teleport directly into the area we were in before. That way we don't have to see any of the, the beasts outside. What do you think is best?
If we start from the frozen fortress, that's probably our easiest way to save time.
Okay.
And then we can trek further from there. we should probably make them aware that we're going to be coming. They may have the same defenses as the other strongholds.
Yes, Ulzal, I think you want to take care of that, right?
Yes, you've got it. As Ooze all here, as we discussed at the Centennial, we are coming to you to discuss more about your faith.
Teleport.
You guys teleport, and
Frozen Fortress.
You find your guys inside the Frozen Fortress. Nothing goes off upon your arrival, thankfully. And as you're there, you find yourself teleported just outside the Grand Moot, where Ralia last remembers. And as you guys enter here, you see a bunch of guards just sort of like, "Hi there, can I help you?" Chosen just sort of showed up in front of us. How you doing? Hi there. As 2 or 3 guards are now coming to you guys.
How might we find our way to somebody knowledgeable about the Ice Mistress?
Oh yeah, we actually recently got a briefing about this. So
Frost Maiden.
Yeah, whatever that shit is. You can see his guard doesn't give a shit. He starts pointing out, you can go down that way. It's about 2 miles. It's big, I know, but that's why it's the Frozen Fortress. You go down there, and once you start freezing your balls off, you go down probably 2 or 3 sets of stairs, take another 5 or 6 minutes, and then there's their little their chapel of faith. Go find a guy. His name's Renton Moss. They call him like the oracle of their faith or whatever. I don't know. I think they call all those religious types oracles. So that's where you'd go and go see that and learn more. Some people are really hardcore believers here, as you can tell. A lot of it's bullshit.
Justin?
So, make our way towards that direction.
Yeah, so as you guys walk through, you can feel the bitter cold, but thankfully there's no wind. It seems like in the summertime, the wind is dying down in the far north, and it's almost a state of, it kind of feels warm. Without the wind, there's no wind chill, so it's great. The sun is out. Everything is covered in a layer of snow and ice, as you guys do have to go outside in between. There's massive long bridges that connect a multitude of the castle structures of the Frozen Fortress. As you go outside, you get a beautiful... that's so aggressive, my adjective I was going to use. You get a beautiful smell of the fresh air, and you guys, now seeing this without all the refugees here, can see just how still and peaceful the Frozen Fortress is. You have that wonderful sound of basically the crackling and melting of ice all around you guys during the day, and occasional footprints back and forth that you can hear crunching under the snow. It seems so quiet, especially compared to the last time you were here, that you're now picking up more of the cultural aspects of the Frozen, of the Frostborn and the Frozen Fortress, as part of the security is noise. People that make noise is abundantly obvious in a place that is very quiet. Even the guards communicate as you look around passively, that they communicate through hand gestures and sign language, and just out of habit and choice. It's not like a mandate or anything. It just seems like that is their training here up in the north, and that's how they stay ever vigilant of anything that might be out there and all the frozen wonders and the monstrosities that have grown out in these harsh and inhabitable areas. As you guys go down the stairs, you find yourself starting to freeze your ass off, as it seems almost intentionally cold. Like windows are clearly left open as you get closer and closer to the chapel and the faith worship. And inside here, you can actually see 4 or 5 people praying towards different frostborn stars inside here. You have all different depictions of like the North Star and of ice sculptures that are in certain areas. It's very modest for the Frozen Fortress being so large, and it also feels very simplistic. There doesn't seem to be much more than a simple, a couple simple signs and structures to it. And an individual sitting in a white and blue robe with the Frostborn star on its chest as he is reading through a book.
Excuse me.
Yes, how may I help you?
I'm looking for a Renton Moss.
Well, you have found a Renton Moss.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Airy. These are my companions of the Chosen, plus Tellius.
Oh, of course.
Hello.
I recognize your lot now. Wondrous to meet you all. May the Frost's blessings be upon you.
Thank you. We actually were looking for some more information about this Frost Maiden.
We came to the right place. There is much to learn, much to know, and an infinite of wonder to find out that we may never know.
I mean, a variety of questions, I guess. What is the general, if you were to summarize, her teachings, or their teachings, what would, I guess, you tell us?
Certainly, here, take a seat. As he goes over to like an area full of comfortable chairs to sit down. It's basically feather-filled cushions around what would basically look like a love seat, but there's no table in the center. It's like an open circle to discuss. He goes over and gets some freezing cold, chilled glasses and fills them full of water and ice cubes and puts them out for everybody to get some refreshments. The place has running water all throughout, and it does remind you, Tellius, of those pools that you saw inside the temple underground where you had your weapons and armors frost-blessed.
I'm going to touch Tellius's drink.
Yep.
And it's the entire thing's just going to turn into ice.
And it does.
I'm just gonna take out my scimitar and slice it in half, but like so that it like flips, so it's like shrink, and then like the halves are like right next to each other.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you easily cut through it, but the glass is fucked now. But now you have basically, what do they call that? That icy thing that you would have in a sleeve, and you could eat half of it. You have that with water.
Yeah, I would like to do that, and then with the other one, I want to like juggle it with my scimitars, just like
I just give him a look for a second, and then turn back to this Renton.
I told you I was fun.
Renton looks and goes, clearly, some version of the faith you have too. It's wonderful. To see.
Me?
I guess we could get into that into a moment. After you give us a bit of a summary.
Yes. Well, the summary goes is the Frostborn were part of some of the first people to be created. Some say we were the first humans to walk Zenya. Shaped out of our Frost goddess's appearance, and in her image, she sent us in the world to see what lies beyond the frost. Originating from the ice waste, many of us were sent on our pilgrimage to understand the world of Zenya, to make her more aware of our world and how it works. At the core of our faith is a endurance of all things in time, with with the blizzard that comes, there is a terrible cold, a chill that can put the death into any creature or being. But those that can survive through it are those that are remembered with history, remembered with eternity, and a multitude of our items in our world never forget. They say the memory of our world is hidden within water, well, also within the frost, as the ice is always here, and it will never cease to be, no matter where we are in our beautiful universe. The frost mating in particular is we believe to be the embodiment or the will of the ice goddess, sending her out to do her bidding. Many have not seen her, but I was told rumors that a great storm has been brewing in the mountains further south than here. An entire volcano frozen over. If that doesn't sound like an act of the frost goddess, I don't know what does.
So, just to be clear, the ice goddess, does that mean halal?
I have not heard that name before. I don't know. Many
So
people
the-
have many names.
so the frost maiden is more of a vessel, an embodiment. It's not so much the goddess itself.
It could be the goddess itself. We don't know. That is something that has been debated within our many faiths over the years. Some believe that the Frost Maiden is the daughter of the Frost God, and they are one and the same. Some believe it is just a prophet. Others believe maybe it is a minor deity. Maybe it is a major deity. Maybe it is unrelated completely. These are all arguments and debates we've gleefully had for as long as I've known the faith.
Because the interesting thing is that the symbol within that volcano, after the ice appeared, is, just to remind me, the symbol in there was the Frostborn symbol.
Correct.
But what Tellius's symbol is slightly different.
Yes. Tellius's symbol is like, you can actually see like frozen residue type of deal on the artistry of the star. It actually looks like the star is frozen over, where this is more just a star. And the star represents it, where his is actually more a frozen star. And it's a little thin.
So the image that appeared in the volcano was that of, as I gesture towards like his own attire, like the symbol of the Frostborn, the Frost Maiden, how you might say it. But we also know of I guess you might call it an elder deity of some sort named Halal, that I believe Tellius is more familiar with.
That's my girl.
That is to convey a similar imagery. I mean, if you look at the symbol, there's slight differences, but
I mean, the stars.
It's very similar at its core.
I would
So I guess
agree.
the question would be, are they one and the same, or are they two different entities? And how might we find a way to answer that question?
May you be scholars and your minds be rich. That is a good question. He's got a big, like, he doesn't have a long beard. He has basically just a completely full white beard. And he is older in his age, and he's got white eyebrows, and his hair is all whitened. And it's pretty unkempt as he's contemplating all this. His skin actually looks pretty tan for being in the frozen north, so clearly he does get out. And he has many wrinkles in his face, and I'd say resembles that of the facial structure of Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings, as a lot of the vision you want to use from. He is not Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings. I will make that abundantly clear. just person and looks. very similar to that shape, size, and facial structure. I'm. These are secrets that we've been researching for years. We've been hoping to find answers for years, praying for years, and debating theologically for years. That's quite a question. And honestly, I guess I should have expected nothing less from the chosen walking up into my humble chapel to be seeking out the answers of our world.
Mr. Moss, you mentioned that the Frostborn were the first people on Zenya,
Yes.
so they say, and that you were created in the depiction of your ice goddess. Do you have any iconography or descriptions of what she may look like?
Sure. As he goes over to one of the books, and you see the what looks to be like a human woman. Drow has all these different clothing that's draped all over her body with her hands out, and she's depicted as having nothing like her feet, nothing on her feet, nothing on her hands, and basically she's barely covered by the robes that are on her, but she does not grow cold where she's clearly in something of snow. And it's a sketch rendition, and it very much resembles that of humans in the Frostborn. Here, as he hands that over, and he goes, "Was there anything from this wall that had the symbol of the Frostborn on it? Was there anything else of interest or note that maybe I could help you with to try and send you in a direction?"
There was a poem. Oh shoot, what was it?
Oh, the Frost Goddess normally communicates in poems or riddles.
Oh, that's funny. I also happen to know of a goddess that speaks in riddles and loves to play pranks on me. A lot of similarities there.
I see.
Did you sent that to us, right?
Yeah, good luck finding it again. Yeah, I did.
Ugh. I'm gonna rack my brains for a moment.
Sure.
Another thing, does the Frost Maiden have any relationship with Zahir?
Well, the Frost go hands in hand with Zahir. These would be the deities underneath, just as you would see Corlin or Kratula. They have many deities that operate under their guidance.
Starting to come together there, Eri.
Wait, so the Frost Maiden is a deity beneath this Zahir?
Nobody's above the four.
Of course.
Okay.
You mentioned that the memories are laden within water and ice. My memory has been a bit erratic and very blank, and I was wondering if you had any I don't know about remedies, but maybe divine like rituals that you do, or any stories or visions that came about from laden within ice or water.
Well, typically within the faith, whatever's frozen is meant to be frozen. Let it stay petrified, and if it is meant to be melted, then it will reveal itself in time. We don't dabble too much in what you say, but we certainly record and try to remember everything we can as the memory of the world.
So I don't know if you put the full poem in there.
Probably didn't.
You put the term codicil of white. So but I think just a clarification when we asked.
You can just say it's a poem, and you
There
guys
was
say it's a poem in canon.
And so there's this poem. I'll recite what I can remember, including the words "codicil of white."
Some bullshit somewhere I don't fucking get it. I don't know where it is. It's too much shit. Oof. Codicil of white. That is.
Does that mean anything to you?
Of course. That is one of the holy books.
Oh.
Yeah. It's one of the difficult ones to get a grip on. They say that it's either still in the homeland of the Frostborn, or possibly in one of the first temples that was ever made for the Frostborn.
Where might that be?
It is a place of intrigue that has been excavated a multitude of times, but I doubt they've found all of its mysteries. At the most northern part of Atul, that's where the Frostborn first landed, and they formed their first faith in, I believe, what is now called Full Moon Point, at the tip of the continent.
Oh. Okay.
That might be a place, and most certainly the Ice Waste is where we came from. Out there are many mysteries, and many Frostborn have gone there and come back empty-handed, and many have gone there and never come back.
Sounds intriguing. Not as related to our quest, but more from my personal knowledge. Have you ever encountered or know of any knowledge of this creature? And I will transform into that massive, not massive, but like my size, same facial shape, similar body structure of that giant owl creature I had in my one of my memories in the side quests.
Nothing quite like that, though I have heard depictions of such a beast in many legends when it comes to the wrath of the blizzard. It resembles that of what they call the blizzard geist, I believe.
Do you know more about this blizzard geist, or would I have to search it up somewhere?
Mainly a story to tell children not to wander out at night. When it's cold, you'll be swallowed up by the blizzard geist, and in the morning we'll find you frozen.
That sounds quite horrifying.
Well, ice doesn't fuck around.
Right you are.
Then again, he looks over and just like, but then again, as like an individual is clearly trying to like balance on some ice right now while praying and slips on their ass and is trying to get back up, he's like, but then it can be pretty fun. Is that all from me? I'll return to my prayer. If I've answered your questions, I hope I was of some help.
Yeah, do you have any scriptures I could look at?
Certainly, yeah. Goes over and takes one of the books and hands them over to you. That's one that you could consider it a gift. We have quite a few.
Thank you.
I'm going to write down a Hymns of the Frostborn.
So I guess this puts us in a northward direction even further.
Appears so.
Do we know about anything about this full moon point?
Doesn't sound familiar.
No, let's go back to the fortress and let's go back to the fortress and go to talk with some of the upper level people, or like find somebody, try to look for somebody who might be a guide of somebody knowledgeable about the terrain.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. What are you saying, Maz, now?
Oh, I was just saying, Brian mentioned this moon point. Said you, Lyris, went there.
Oh.
That's where she got her sword.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It was a gift.
Is there any record of what he might have found up there?
No idea. Seems like the type to take notes.
I wonder where those are. He says as his other character is carrying them. But yeah, so I'll kind of just return to the main fortress and just poke around to find anybody who knows the geography very well.
Sure. Asking and poking around. Give me a investigation check to see if you get anybody competent.
Ooh, 21.
Yeah, yes you do. It's pretty easy to see who the fuck knows what they're doing and who doesn't around here. Not the type to mess around. Oh, that's it for sure, Jorg. You run into... Oh, me knocking over all my shit onto the floor.
Yeah.
Jorg Jean. I love it.
Jorg Jean.
Yep. Jorg Jean. A barbarian-looking individual. He's not a barbarian, but, I mean, a chip off the block of Mosnell with brown hair, shorter than Mosnell, but got that stocky, chunky build to him, full of muscle in that sense. Probably stands about 6'5", as he's he's more thick and he's got a bigger belly than Mosnell. But he gets his way around, and he's currently hauling supplies over to one of the dog sleds they have set up outside as you come over to him, seeing that clearly this is probably a man of great knowledge about the landscapes.
Excuse me.
Yeah, yes.
My name's Airy. You look like a man who does a bit of travel up here.
Your eyes are kind of fucked up.
Indeed they are. What do you know about... Are you... Is that true? Do you know the North very well? The landscape?
You might want to get that checked out. I had a friend that looked like that, but they're all red, and he fucking died a few weeks ago. It's on my mind right now, let me tell you. Miss him.
Well, you can see that they're not veiny. It's not like it's inflammation. It's not redness. It's...
What's inflammation?
It's not important.
All right.
What do you know about Full Moon Point?
Full Moon Point. That's a place on the map.
The land between here and there. Do you know how to get through?
Oh, for sure. I know these lands like the back of my hand. It's a horse terrain, difficult. Lots of creatures out there that'll take your friend, give him bloodshot eyes, and kill him. Oh, I'm such a piece of shit TM and amusing myself. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, take your friend. Yeah, it's quite a ways. Probably take you from here.
We're looking to make our way up to there.
A few months journey, probably.
Trying to find the quickest way to get there.
Flying's nice. If you can fly, some of those big birds out there fly, make it real easier. You could hitch a ride by a giant, and frost giants make it go a little faster. They've been nice before, but they smell like ass, so I'd be careful about that. Sled dogs are good, but then you gotta feed the dogs, and man, it breaks your heart almost as much as it breaks your heart when your friend dies after 3 weeks ago getting bloodshot eyes. I don't even know how he died, but I like this idea of it keep coming back.
Are we all there?
You are 100%
yeah.
there. Absolutely.
I just want to I just want to look at Mosnall, just dead face, cast thaumaturgy, and my eyes start going bloodshot. I don't move or anything. I'm just looking at him.
Raya, did something bite you?
No, what?
Your eyes.
He hears, Jorg hears that and looks over and is like, "Yep, she's got it. She's fucking dead."
Wait, and then now my eyes are black.
Oh no, no, she just possessed. That's different.
Hey, Mosnell, is there something in my eyes? And I'm using minor illusion to make my eyes appear red as well.
Oh man, there's lots, and probably don't got much of a chance. Just like my friend who died 3 weeks ago from one shot.
One by one, it's taken all of us.
Mosnell,
be running. I think that best not to be going.
I think you're next.
Huh. I'd like to see the red eye try.
Does anyone have a mirror?
No.
All that's going on behind Ari, and Ari has just put together what a problem it is not having Bologna. He's just figured out how badly the dynamic has changed. Masno and Ralia are the fun ones. Bologna keeps everyone in check. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. Ulazal's the most boring. Oh dear God.
Are you possessed? I'm gonna put my hand in front of her face.
Back to the point. What is there a way to reach it? Because Ari does have a map. Is there a way to reach it by boat?
It's on a cliffside, so you could take the boat there, but it's a pain in the ass to climb that cliffside, and they say the Frost Maiden guards it, so people can't easily climb up that. They call it the what do they say? The Pillar's Graveyard or something like that. It's because everyone falls down all the nice ice spikes on the beach. A lot of birds down there.
Okay. Well, now we have to figure a way to get out there.
Yeah. Well,
Raya, you want to make a deception check for me?
Yeah, sure. Do have proficiency in deception, so 21.
Yeah, I did not. I rolled low for insight.
Ralia's dying, dude.
8. No, she's possessed.
She's possessed at this point. Yeah, I changed my
I'm gonna grab her shoulders. Ralia, can you hear me? Fight it. Expel the spirit.
I'm trying. Help!
George looks to you, Ari. He's like, "Your friend's having some trouble over there." As he goes back to continuing saddling up his dog sled at the moment. He's not leaving the conversation at all, but you can tell he's not very fazed by this, but he definitely seems saddened at the loss of his friend from 3 weeks ago.
Masno, there's certainly something you can do.
Masno, you have to help her.
What do I do?
Tiny ass Ralia is being thrown around like a child in Masno's hands right now.
Masno, use your powers.
Trying to figure something out.
I'm going to ask the spirit of the forest to help free
Masno, what do they do in the stories to heal the poison?
Heal the poison?
Did you ever read fairy tales or hear stories?
I didn't read much fairy tales growing up. It was a lot of, just adventure stories.
Do you know how to read?
Is that important right now?
Somehow Tilly has been bringing out more than the entire group has.
In all the tales, they say when somebody is stricken by a great disease, all it takes is a kiss to cure them.
Do you think that would work?
It's worth a try.
You gotta try it. You can't
Probably starts going limp.
Ralia, stay with me. And I'm gonna just plant one on her.
Mm-hmm. You do? You guys can hear the
Robo
sound.
attack.
You hear the sound like this. Harry, it dawns on you just being like, unfucking believable. Bologna will never believe this shit. This is fucking ridiculous.
Meanwhile, in uncharted territory, fucking ooze.
Hard cut. Fuck! Everyone's just running away from Ooze.
Bologna's turning to stone.
Yeah.
Everybody outside. This place sucks. This place sucks. Hate this place. Fuck! Each of them agreeing and throwing shit at the place. Tyrion just being like a free fireball at it. I hate this!
After that happens, I'm going to drop my spell. And I say, Mosno, my hero. Oh, no. And
It worked.
hug him.
Nice.
Oh,
+1 friendship point.
I can't believe that worked. I was so worried.
You're a true hero, Mazna.
Oh,
You're
you're all better now.
I think so. Just, just watch, just in case.
Okay. I can do that.
My turn now.
I think I'm okay, but thank you.
Oh, no, not you. Not you, Rado.
He shoves Raleigh out of the way. Yeah, he's got his bloodshot eyes going up to Maz now. Talia says all puckered up. Yeah.
I want to roll another insight check.
Go for it. You see Ulazal's about to say something, then at this he stops. He's just like,
Wait, Ulazal's here?
yes.
He wasn't left behind?
No. He's just very quiet. Almost like he's busy with something else right now in his mind.
I rolled a 9.
I dropped it. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're all better now.
Yes, it must have been Gilbert who cured me. As he crawls up my neck.
You see him giving little eel kisses to you as he goes around.
He's handy to keep around.
Of course. Can't go anywhere without my trusted Gilly.
Excellent.
Ulazal goes to you, Maz, now, and he's just like, next time I can just cast a spell to fix that problem. You don't have to. You do whatever you want to do.
I mean, I was yelling and trying, and you didn't do anything, so I didn't know what else to do.
It's okay.
All right, we're going to stock up and find a way to get to the north.
It's okay, Bosno. His passive insight, by the way, is 24.
He knew exactly.
Oh, yeah, he knew exactly what was going on, and he let it happen. All right. So what would you guys like to do? How would you like to try to go to either the Iced Waste or Full Moon Point if you would like to pursue either of those paths?
I think Full Moon Point is our current objective.
Sounds
the
correct.
Ice Waste is kind of fucking way far north.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds wasteful.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's the frozen slots, but those aren't the Ice Waste. The Ice Wastes are even more north, correct?
Yeah, they're probably somewhere between 2.5 to 5 months journey by boat.
Yeah. So Full Moon Point seems to be the path that we need to take.
Depending on your path, it's going to be anywhere from 1 to 2 months.
He mentioned something about taming a bird or something. What was that about?
We can ask.
He's literally still right there, just fucking.
What did you mean about birds? Is that a way people normally get up to the north?
Well, for those who don't get up there, the eagles control the skies up there. There's great big falcons and every great bird. There's peacocks. There's I said eagles already, right? Falcons, eagles, peacocks. all those birds are attracted to the great beast up there. You know.
How might we possibly acquire their assistance? Is that a
they're
routine
they're
thing?
way out there. They're basically near the point. I believe they took up residence after some lot freed the old legendary phoenix. That thing's up there somewhere. You can tell by the way the land's just fucking hot as shit and melted. All the slush fucks up the dog sleds.
Okay.
Are these giant eagles?
Yeah, that's what I said. And falcons and peacocks and some other birds.
Like, do people routinely ride them, or are they just
No,
there?
they're wild. No, trying to ride them would be pretty impressive.
Then why would you even mention it?
Because I didn't mention it as a way of transportation. I just mentioned
You kind of did, but
Yeah.
whatever. Let's go prepare.
All
We've
right,
got a
then.
long journey ahead.
He goes back to his shit.
Ride an eagle. That sounds awesome.
He said ride frost giants, not the birds.
Well, no, you mentioned the birds first in a way that sounded like we could use them to get there.
No.
You didn't say ride, but it was something about using them to get there faster.
It was basically saying if you could grow wings and be like a fucking bird, you could get up there. Flying would be helpful. But none of you can.
That's not what it sounded like.
He's a simple man. You asked him how to get there fast, and she's like, if you could fucking fly, you could get there real fast. Not you can fly to get there real fast.
How long do you think it would take to get there if you could fly?
You going back to the poor man again?
Yeah.
All right. Oh. What's up?
How long do you think it would take to get there if you could fly?
The wind's with you. 2.5, 3 weeks, maybe.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Goes back. Continues packing stuff and moving barrels and feeding his dogs.
I guess so. He mentioned sled dogs, and I don't know about that, but are there any like?
You've taken sled dogs from Yin Yang to the Frozen Fortress before. That was the means of transportation.
I'm just thinking something that is more. Are there anything? Is there any beast of burden like elk or anything that are more native that may require slightly less upkeep?
Sorry, I got another stupid idea. No. Oh God, it's so stupid. Oh fuck. Oh, it's blinding me. I'm blinded by my stupid. You could try your bet at some of the.
I'll just ask around.
Yeah, no,
Try basically who. Actually, I might go look for like any. Are there any archaeologists and people that have made expeditions out there?
Yeah, certainly.
Try and figure out their method.
There are drow here that are currently still studying all the archaeology in the north, and that did go on the expedition with Ulyrus to Fumo Point at one point. They are here.
Yeah,
and
for sure, I'm gonna go looking for those kinds of people.
Sure. Let's go find him. We'll say Iridan Flosham. Iridan Flosham. Not eroded. Fuck you. Sure, you're pointing in that direction as you're continuing to look for supplies, and you see a couple drow in another wing in the frozen fortress with a lot of rocks, and they're doing a bunch of geological studies right now and making notes in their journals. A very modest area, and you can see just bins and bins of different things they've brought back, some fossils, more rock than fossils, though, at this point. It's difficult terrain. As you guys walk into the room, you can see it's warmer in here. You can see there's two fireplaces that are inside this larger study of a room, and it's very dark. It seems like most of the windows are blocked out inside here, as they are or they have blackout curtains as they are outside of their apparel. They have Tullius what seems very similar to what Elyris used to wear, not the dusters, but all this stuff underneath and all the different like belts they had that carry different books. It does give you a bit of nostalgia for the Elyris, who you haven't seen in a while.
Italius is noticeably more somber.
All right, what would you like to do in here?
I am going to. Excuse me, I'm looking for an Eridan.
Yes, you're speaking to him.
Oh, hello. We were pointed in your direction. We're looking to make an expedition out to Full Moon Point.
Oh, that's exciting.
And we had heard you had previously been up there.
Yes, it's been many years since we last were there, but yeah, it was quite an expedition. It took us many weeks to get up and did our best to understand all the inner workings of the temple and get in there. It was actually quite a clever tricks they have inside that temple to gain access and try and find out the many mysteries. So, what would you need of me?
Advice on how to get up there in the safest fashion, how to navigate the temple in the safest, not safe, but safest.
Look, good, more realistic expectations.
There's always going to be some amount of danger this far north, but
certainly
the best way to increase our chances of not having that kind of an outcome.
There's real Yeti and Troll problems on your way up there, so keep on the lookout for that. We found constantly being looted and stealing our dogs and animals as we traveled. There isn't really a quick way to get to Full Moon Point. It was quite an expedition, and we basically had to settle for taking all the supplies we could up to Full Moon Point. To get in, you have to wait till there's a full moon, and as it lines up, there's a brief opportunity to open the door. So there's a gateway of sorts that only opens once there's a full moon, and it closes behind you. We did find you didn't have to wait for a full moon to get out, but it was worrisome, to say the least, that you have such limited time. Thankfully, we have multiple opportunities with our 2 moons to have a full moon and have the doors open quite frequently.
How often does a full moon happen?
I'd say probably. Actually, let me double check the lunar cycle on Earth, and then I can tell you.
How many moons are there?
There's still 2.
There's 2.
That's what I thought. So we would get full moons more often, yeah?
You just said it.
No one
They were
listens.
full moons at the same time, every time.
Wow, that would be stupid.
They aren't. They're an opposite. So
That's right.
every
I knew I liked this planet.
say every 10 to 15 days.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I was
You have
like
one
probably
moon.
half.
Yeah. Take lots of warm food. Take warm clothes. And make sure to pack food that's not perishable. Torches, anything for lights, first aid kits are extremely important, and any treatment for frostbite is exceptionally important on our travels.
Is there a game up there to hunt?
Yes, that is how we survived once we we're starting to run low on rations. There's quite a population of game actually untouched because so few live up there.
Perfect.
They've learned to thrive with what little food they can get. It also seems like there's blessings of the forest, or of the spirit of nature, as some would put it, seem to give them an extra little help up there. It's almost like a sanctuary of sorts for many of the creatures.
Oh. We're not supposed to kill animals in the sanctuary.
I have no idea. I'm not a religious man. I just...
I mean, I guess I'm not either, so whatever.
I think
I'm more kind of just like friends with this spirit of the forest. So I don't want to make him mad.
I wouldn't do that. But if you're
would be bad.
friends with deities, maybe you can pull some strings. Direwolves are a fine way to travel. We have many direwolves and bear friends here. They travel quickly and can get through the terrain awfully well. Just the majority of our expedition party could not even dream to try and traverse large amounts of territory on direwolf back or bareback.
I mean, I can ask him. Is there some place that would be good to talk to the spirit of the forest?
Again, I'm not a religious person. I don't know. Those
Probably
questions
a
best for the
forest.
oracles.
I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, I can give it a shot and see if he says anything.
Sure.
Maybe let's get prepared first and then head out a little bit, and then once we're out in the actual wilds, maybe try?
Does anyone know how to make food?
Wolves all knows.
I know how to cook meats.
I'm just asking in case our answer is no.
I can create 40 pounds of food a day.
That is more than sufficient.
That is a lot.
You're welcome.
All right, so
Thank
that's I'm set with that. Like, but what are you guys gonna eat?
We will slay you and harvest your body for sustenance. If you eat all the food.
I mean,
I do appreciate the joke, Tellius. You are new here, and I would refrain from doing that.
Okay.
I mean, hunting is a natural part of the wild.
Yeah.
As long as we're respectful about it, I see no reason why the spirit of the forest would be angered.
That's how I felt about it. And I'm sure if he was, he would just be like, "Yo, stop." I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I didn't know."
As long as, I mean, me and you should be fine for hunting. I have a little bit of experience myself.
Yeah. No, I think as long as we're able to hunt, dude, we won't have any issues.
I don't think we want to eat anything that I hunt. So.
Is your deity so casual, Masno?
He's not my deity. We're just buds.
Oh, yeah, so it's like that. Yeah. That sure would
Yeah,
be
he just asked me for help one day, and I was like, okay.
That sure would be nice.
This drow is just watching the entirety of the conversation, being like, I am at my desk working here. So he's not saying that. He's just looking at you guys having this entire conversation in front of him.
Get out of his hair. Let's go.
Oh, there's people in oh, we're so sorry. We're those people, aren't we?
I mean, a little. You just
Alright,
see
you
a bunch of people
never say it.
distracted in here, just like
Yeah.
trying to do their research, and they're just kind of like, "This is more excitement than we normally get. I don't like this." The nerds in the lab aren't happy right now.
Don't tap on glass. It will disturb the nerds.
You know, Tellius already pointed it out. You didn't have to go ahead and say it. Like, that's just...
Yeah, that
Come
was a bit. Yeah, that's alright. We're leaving. It's fine.
Let's go.
God, so
Go ahead.
Bye then. You guys leave. Would you guys like to take a break?
Yes.
All right. Let's go take a break shortly as you can continue to formulate what you are going to do and then maybe begin our journey to Full Moon Point. Peak. I forgot what I labeled it on the map.
Welcome.
We're back. You guys had time to figure out what you want to do in your adventure forward. How would you like to get to Full Moon Point?
So stock up on some supplies.
Sure.
Yep.
Running about 20 gold pieces. Food and blankets
That's
and
steep.
rations and all that.
And then I think the thought was to try and head out a little bit into the wild and see if we could recruit some dire wolves.
There's dire wolves at the Frozen Fortress.
Oh.
That's why I mentioned it.
Well, I will let Mosnell do the talking here.
Yep. Are the direwolves in like one area, or are they just around?
They're free. They're free roaming. There's no fence or anything, and they're fucking massive. But they're out in one of the back sections, and you can see multiple frostborn just tossing different bits of meat out towards them. It's during their feeding time right now, and they're fighting over it. There's quite a few of them out here. It looks like it's a full pack. And you can even see one of them is giving frostborn wine to some of them on the side.
I'm going to speak to the spirit of the forest.
Okay.
I'll be like, spirit of the forest. Would you be able to lend us a hand in faster transportation to the moon temple?
Full moon point.
Full moon point.
Give me a religion check.
Oh no, not religion.
Sure, it's not a strength check.
I rage. That's a 6.
You sort of just call out in the middle of the field there, stuttering over your words, asking for help from the spirit of the forest, and you get a couple looks, and everybody continues doing what they're doing.
He gets real busy, he's got other friends.
As Mazel is just turning, talking to the rest of the group, just staring at him in the middle of this open field. Like, the whole castle is to your back now, and you guys are in, like, a lower courtyard, and there's, like, hills in the mountains that butt up right next to the Frozen Fortress. So, like, it's bright and sunny out. There is nowhere to hide. It is just him out in the open. There's a stable where all these other Frostborn are. That's where they're taking the meats out, and some of the direwolves are trying to get in there, and they're just like, hey, all right, guy.
Well, it was worth a shot. I'll walk back to everyone else. Yeah, no dice.
Well, maybe we should ask these people.
I mean, I guess we could.
Approach the drow.
Yeah.
Hey there.
Hey there, how's it going? That was interesting what your friend just did there. Does he hear voices in his head most days?
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
It's here and there.
Ooh, that's great. Most times we never...
Only sometimes, not very often.
Progress
Funny,
is
because
progress.
Callias is referring to himself as a joke.
Out of curiosity, do the direwolves ever allow themselves to be ridden by those?
Yeah, for some, especially those touched by the forest. Brine is typically all buddied up and makes us all look bad, but occasionally we get a lucky one into there too. You feed them right, train them right, and they warm up to you a little bit. But there's really no taming a dire wolf. These are wild beasts, and we cohabitate with them. As you can see, other ones like petting the sides of them and giving them all sorts of food, and they're all cooperating pretty well. Sad thing is they've been pretty riled up lately. There's been quite a lot of how would you put it? The other drow looks at him. He's like, "How would you put it?" It's like, I'd say some predator is spooking the dire wolves pretty bad lately, and we've been losing a couple of them here and there. We don't know where they are, and
something is hunting dire wolves.
Yes, yeah, that is concerning, isn't it? We figured it was a yeti,
some
but
beast.
we can't find any remains either, so it doesn't seem to be the works of the yetis. It's very clear when they attack, so we don't know what it is, or maybe we just get lost. Maybe there's a new sickness going around with the direwolves. That'd be bad. But they keep coming here and we feed them, so, you know, that's the bright side of it all.
Well, you wouldn't mind if I tried to ride one.
I would not mind at all.
Is there a slab of meat I can use? I'll pay you for it.
Yeah, sure. That'll be a gold piece. Meat's right over there.
Here you go.
He's not looking as he's pointing over to the meat, and you just flick it in the air and it just lands in the snow, and he bends over and picks it up. He's like, "Thank you."
I'm really excited.
All right, you have a giant slab of meat.
I find it, by the way, I find it a little funny that we do a lot of our like transactions in gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
When a gold piece would be like the equivalent of like $10.
Mm-hmm.
We just throw a lot of money around.
Yeah, it's also the north, so all prices are super jacked up here. So that is one thing to consider.
I'm going to find the biggest one.
You see it currently wrestling with two other direwolves over a piece of meat. It looks like a horse's leg that is being torn apart.
Oh, God.
It is massive. It is on the scale of brines. Actually rode into battle during the final stand.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to attempt to get its attention with the meat.
Okay, give me a performance check.
A performance check.
Oh, yeah, you don't get exactly what you want immediately.
Oh, no, I'm into it.
You're muted, Justin, if you're talking.
This is not going to go well, is it, Ralia?
Probably not, but...
We're just going to watch, right?
You see this? What is mine now? 6'8"?
Yep.
Yeah, 6'8".
With this big slab of meat slowly walking towards this hulking fucking direwolf that's fighting off two other direwolves for meat right now. Again, snow, completely wide open. Blood stains all throughout the snow just from the blood of the meat. Just a fucking mess. All of the paw prints everywhere, some of the mud being kicked up. What do you got? What do you got for your performance?
I got a 12.
12.
You know, Talias, you should have seen him with the bear one time. It was quite interesting.
It does not notice you. It is locked in. It's just biting and tearing at the food it has in front of it right now. It does not pick up on you as you're out there, like, clapping your hands or whatever you're doing.
Is he really blessed by the force?
Yeah.
Strange blessing.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to get closer to it.
Okay. As you do, it still does not notice you, and the other two wolves have now peered off as it is now digging into the horse leg.
I'm going to get closer to it.
Still doesn't notice you with his perception check.
I'm basically just gonna go close, like keep getting closer until I'm close enough to touch it.
Okay. As you just about get close enough to touch it, you can hear a deep growl as it turns to you, and just like a rabid dog, and it looks to you, blood covered in its face, and it's just baring its fangs looking at you right now.
And I'm going to take the big slab of meat that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put it on the ground right in front of me and take one step back.
Okay. Give me another performance check now that you have its attention.
17.
As you back up, it slowly, still with fangs showing, goes over its horse leg and sees your slab of meat, puts it between its teeth, slowly drags it on top of its pile of meat, and then goes back to eating its pile of meat.
Okay, now I'm going to try to go up to it again.
Okay. As you...
I made contact. Now I gotta continue.
As you...
He knows I'm friendly now.
As you go up to it again and give me I mean... You're closer to it now. He's just eating his food, and the growls have returned as you have now invaded its personal space while it's eating again.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to attempt to pet its side.
Give me an animal handling check.
Natural 20.
No! 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 That's not fair! The DC was so high! No! 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 No!
The approach was so bad.
No!
You got bailed out by a natural 20.
You were about to be thrown like a...
you there, bud. Let me just throw a pitch at.
You're about to be thrown like a fucking rag doll. What's the total? What's your total on that nature check?
Okay, animal handling?
Yeah.
28.
No! 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 No!
You broke the DM.
I broke the DM.
The wolf casts fireball at you.
Perfect.
I have to tell my mom I'm okay.
Said for people touched by the spirit of the forest.
You shut the fuck up. You shut your fucking face.
I've been touched by the spirit of the forest.
You haven't been touched already. You reach out and you pet it, and it does not realize you're petting it. It doesn't even know your presence. It is so locked in to eating its meat that touching and petting it right now, it doesn't even register on its radar. And you are able to pet the wolf.
Oh, how big is it, by the way?
It's like a truck.
Oh shit.
It's bigger than a normal bear.
Damn.
This thing is fucking
right.
huge. It's like Princess Mononoke size. The mom.
Okay.
The mom.
Yeah. Oh, the mom. Oh, fuck. That's big.
Yeah, my fury is large.
Yeah, there was no way Mazda was not going to try to pet this thing. He would be mesmerized by its sheer amazingness.
I'm just so frustrated. I'm just so angry. That is the best you get. There was no way that should have been the outcome. God, this fucking D&D. This is the first time I've truly felt cheated in this entire 100+ episodes.
It doesn't even matter.
God damn, this is more important than any fucking roll I've ever had in this game. That counter spell was well earned. This is bullshit.
This is bullshit. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep petting it.
It doesn't notice you. It finishes your meat and is back to cleaning off the leg.
All right. Oh, what would I do next?
I don't know, but I'm set. We're never getting anywhere with this campaign anymore. It's terrific. I have no worries. You guys just entertain yourselves at this point. It's fucking terrific.
All right. Oh, man, I did ask if I could ride it. I'm going to put my head against its body and just be like, ooh.
Make an animal handling check.
Here we go. Here's where I don't get the natural 20. That is a 22.
I'm going to change this music to different ambient sound.
Combat music.
No, just
I'll probably just run away. I don't want to hurt it.
stop. Go to music. Go here. Play. Copy. It's probably already in there, but I forgot. So many songs in here. No, this is better for where you guys are at outside in the freezing tundra. Did it just stop? What did I just do? Why did it stop?
You hit next.
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. I hit loop. Oh, I did do. I see what happened. No. Oh, this is it's falling apart. It's falling apart. Copy link. Paste. I got nothing. All right. Well, moving on then. I'm not going to play around with that. I probably have to clear the queue and everything. It's fucked. Okay. I'm fucked it up. You're able to put your head on it, and as you can feel like Dr. Grant in Jurassic Park. Server region. Oh yeah, now it's fine. Oh no. Are you doing this right now, Hunter?
What's that?
The bot was having difficulty connecting.
No, that wasn't me.
Yeah, okay, so it just was having technical issues.
It was me, Dio.
I need you to give me a deck saving throw.
Okay. Okay. Dex, that's a 22.
As you're feeling it go up and down, you can feel the muscles in his neck tense as it quickly twists around as it finally notices your presence, and you back off just as its maw nearly clamps onto you. as a big bite comes your way.
Almost got me. All right. I understand. I will leave you to it. Okay. And I'll leave.
Okay.
Mad Dad actually did it.
Guys, I did it. It was awesome.
Yeah, how are we gonna...
Was not having it.
Right, now what?
We start our journey.
I guess.
What, are we gonna walk?
You want snowshoes? You can have snowshoes.
Will that make it faster?
It'll make it normal speed.
That sounds like it makes it faster.
It seems daunting.
Do they sell skis?
Yeah,
So
do they have
what?
anything?
Skis?
It's not downhill at all.
Yeah, I was like,
Cross country?
Well, there's probably a mountain somewhere.
There are mountains. That's true.
if you want to ski down a mountain, we would have to climb it first.
Yeah, we'll have snowshoes for climbing.
You can.
I can teleport anywhere I can see.
He does have eyes.
She.
Nope.
Oh, sorry. Wait, Raleigh, you can teleport anywhere you can see.
Yes, this is correct.
How far can you see?
That far? Probably the same as you.
What if I made you fly, and then you teleported us really far, and then we repeat that process for 10 minutes, or however long you can teleport us for the day?
well, today, probably only one more time, but...
But
Yeah,
tomorrow...
we could try that.
Improvised teleportation. I mean, it's quite a distance, right?
Do we all have to be flying?
I mean, in theory, flying would just allow Rolia to see where to teleport to, yeah?
Do we have to be next to her?
Yeah, so it's a 10-foot range, so I can only fly 10 feet up and then teleport. But
I mean, I could make everyone fly. That's not an issue.
Yeah, so if we're all next to each other flying, then we can do that.
Yes,
I don't see any issue with that. We can try it.
I can do it once per day.
Well, that's fine. That's all I have right now,
Yeah,
anyway. So,
it's 10 minutes of flying a day. That's all we get.
well, let's try it. This is going to be fun.
All right.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I have a better idea. No, you no need to waste your spell slots.
I mean, it's just a loot.
Oh, either way.
Okay.
And I'm gonna reach into my cloak, grab Morta out, and throw her in the air.
Okay.
This is, you're onto something, and I'll take out Gilbert, and I'll throw him on the ground.
Like you throw you like let him on the ground, or you like throw him on the ground?
No, not like
just like two hands, just like plop.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
That's not a snake.
I just
eel.
for headcanon, I really would like it where the entire time, this like week and a half we've been telling us Morta has not been around, and then you just fucking pull a bird out of your pocket.
Hey, it's cold. Ravens can't be in the cold for that long, right?
So you're gonna send her out in the cold.
Yeah.
Uh
Oh no.
huh.
She's not an animal. She'll be fine.
Uh-huh.
She dies. I'll bring her back.
Yeah.
DM is doubting.
And I want her to fly up as
Sure.
high as I can get her up there,
Sure.
and look to the north.
Give me a con saving throw. Constitution check, rather.
For myself or for Morta?
For your bird.
Okay, I assume it's a +0. Let me see.
I would
What about Gilbert?
Gilbert doesn't need to. He's freezing to death on the ground
Okay.
right now.
Oh shit.
It's a 14.
He's got angry eyebrows despite his smile.
Oh no! Pick him up! No.
The eyebrows slowly adjust.
Hold him close. Like a little baby.
Back to happy. He likes the warm. What'd you get with Morta?
14.
Okay. She gets up there. She starts getting into the higher wind tunnels in the air, and the temperature dips considerably very quickly. The higher she goes up here, and the elevation itself, you can clearly see is going to keep going up and up and up as you guys go to the north. Give me a perception check through Morta to see how far you can see.
Let me check that as well. +1 on that. That's pretty good. For a bird. 13.
Reasonably, she can see a fair distance towards the north.
Okay, is everybody ready?
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
Oh, did we want to buy snowshoes or something? We should have done that prior.
Yeah, we'll buy snowshoes.
Cool.
Yeah, sure. Make it useful.
5 gold
Definitely.
pieces for the party.
I got it.
Do they have skis or no?
Not in your size, buddy.
Yeah.
They never do. Do they have
I know the feeling.
they have like those hiking pole things?
Yeah. Not in your
Alright,
size,
they-
though.
No, they don't.
You're too big,
No!
dude. You're fucking huge.
Trekking poles.
I mean, I'm actually shorter than Miles now, but okay.
Are you?
Well, there's nothing my size either.
Yeah.
I think I'm shorter than Miles now. Might be. I'm 6'8".
Yeah.
We're the same height.
height. No.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, we're the same height.
They don't make stuff for 6'8" because most people are not 6'8".
I hate my body. I've never felt so much shame.
No, that's how awesome you are. They don't have enough. They don't have stuff that's awesome enough for you.
Yes, I think my size is quite shameful.
No, it's a source of power.
Yeah, I still
Which
need
is
that
big.
5 gold pieces. I'm sorry, but could you give me that? Your buddy over there already walked off with them. You see Ari just already like putting that shit on and walking
No,
off.
I already paid for it. I said I
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, there, no, see, it's
There
right
you go.
there. Okay, I see. You left it there. I didn't see it. He just takes it off the counter. All right. And bye-bye now. So he just turns around, leaves you guys
Bye.
your conversation. He moves like 5 feet away.
Have a good day.
All right. So after we all get our stuff and
Everyone
Put
can
on
add
our snowshoes and
snowshoes to
whatnot.
your inventory. Tullius, you're all bundled up with your northern clothes. It completely covers all
Excellent.
this of skin.
Sensitive skin.
Yep. You even have a pullover ski mask of sorts that you can put on over your maw and everything. He custom fit it to you.
Let's go.
Oh, snowshoes is an actual
yeah,
item.
it is.
It is
I put it in my other possessions, and I was like, I'm gonna check.
Should we have also grabbed like I don't know, like an ice pick or something?
Ooh.
Why would we need that?
I don't know. Actually, you make a good point. I can just slice through ice. I don't know. Never mind.
Also, I can just walk up any wall.
Wait, you can do that?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, never mind.
So, like, I could just walk to the top of a cliff and secure ropes. And
Okay, all right. We can also just fly. You know what? We got options.
That too.
Never mind. We've got
Okay.
magic.
Are we all ready to go?
Out of curiosity, do we have a way to protect ourselves in the evenings?
You guys are so fucking
Yes.
dysfunctional.
I'm
What the
I'm
fuck?
gonna roll. I'm rolling a Constitution's check for Morta. 'Cause she's been up there for like.
Yeah. Go for it.
She got a 19.
Okay, she's hanging in there, but she's getting cold, and she doesn't normally
That's why we
get
need
cold.
Bologna.
Do you have anything for night? As in what?
Like, I was talking to
I
Ralia.
got you. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, of course. I can build the tower.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
All right.
Just along our path, just towers.
They disappear after a day.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I was like, they'll have permanent waypoints.
You have to cast it every day to make it permanent. That's how her tower's permanent.
For how long?
A year.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But I'm giving leeway to him just so.
Also, technically, in the strongholds thing, you can cast your entire spell slot twice a day if you're in your stronghold. So,
Okay.
kind of
Hasten it up.
yeah. Anyway, teleport as far as I can see through
All right.
Morta's eyes.
Go ahead and roll a D100 because it wasn't abundantly clear because of the perception check you had.
Captain. Oh, it dropped.
You guys just keep like running back and forth to these people. You literally talk a little bit to them.
81.
Go 5 minutes to have a conversation, then walk back to these same people. The Frostborn definitely have a very strange perception of you guys. This was a very weird interaction for them.
It was an 81.
Okay. Give me one moment.
I think
And
the
then-
Frostborn have the only true impression of us.
Everybody thinks we're the chosen. The Frostborn knows what we are.
Exactly.
As you guys disappear, one drow looks to the other. That guy was a right fucking idiot, right? Yeah, no, of course, yeah, right.
Question: can I hear that
No,
through Morta's ears?
she's up in the sky, dude. They're on the ground. She flew up to see as far as she could. They're just talking to
You never know. Maybe the wind will carry.
The wind's deafening her right now. It's not how wind works.
Deafening her with the words of the drow. Yes,
my
exactly.
Of course.
If they were any sort of distance near us, I probably could have heard them, but I
No,
don't.
they waited till you left. As you guys teleport, you teleport quite a ways into the massive, dense forest that is the border between the frozen fortress. Oh no, it's afterwards. I'm pretty sure. Because wait, frozen fortress. I need the map. God damn it.
We would have
The fortress
in the
is
direction of the frozen slots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're going towards the
Like-
frozen slots, which I believe
Yep.
is beyond the forest. So now you're just in.
yeah. The
dead
forest
end.
is south of the frozen fortress.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, it was right initially. Right, of course.
Man,
Yeah.
Whenever we land, I'm going to use my action to dismiss Morta into her whatever pocket dimension.
Sure. And then she'll be back tomorrow.
hmm
You get quite a ways. It's nice. You make a little dent in your journey with the teleport. You feel none the more weary, but you still have. It's about 2 p.m. in the day, and you guys are got a little head start. Still a very long journey to Full Moon Point.
Yep, so let's head our way.
Okay.
Maznell, you probably might be better at picking up on the path.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Give me a survival check. And everyone does not have to make endurance checks because you all have your winter wares.
oh, thank God.
Dirty 20.
Let's go.
Maznell, as you push them through till the sun goes down, you guys are able to make a strong pace on your way to Full Moon Point. You notice the land is definitely extremely hard. Setting up base camp anywhere is very difficult. You guys didn't buy tents or anything, so... oh, that's right. You have Ralia's tower.
The tower.
The tower.
So that is, Ralia is able to start putting up her tower as you guys make a base camp for your first day of travel. Give me a perception check from everybody before you get into tower to go to sleep.
14.
Okay.
24.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
You said perception?
Yeah.
23.
Tellius.
Air's got eyeballs, too.
Tellius and Airy.
I can see fucking everything with my new eyes.
Mhm.
Oh wait, I get advantage. I forgot about that. It's the exact same roll.
Nice.
What the hell?
Airy, you're taking in, making sure everything's safe, but it's pretty wide open here. There's just the hills that end up covering, so you guys are at the bottom of a hill to try and hide the tower so it's not as obvious. Tullius, what you see is you actually hear some of the what you recognize as the dire wolf sounds off in the distance, and they do seem to be in what's familiar to like how they were fighting earlier over meat. You do hear that a little ways away.
How far away does it sound? Or is it just carrying?
It's tough to tell right now. Even though you have that perception check, give me a wisdom check.
12.
Tough to tell. I mean, you'd best be going over the hill to try and see what it's about. The sun is down though, so it is difficult to see. Aries,
I'm gonna go on the hill and look with my elven eyes.
As Tullius points out to you, he heard something. You go up onto the hill, and you can see some smaller dire wolves fighting with something in the darkness in the distance. There seems to be a couple bushes and trees, and some sort of animal is in their teeth right now.
Oh my god, I just realized I can see fucking everything. I've got my buffed eye vision, and then Kageyumi also gives me 320 feet of dark vision.
Mm-hmm. So it's pretty clear, just there's some little bits of what trees and bushes out here is obscuring the entire encounter going on down there.
Yeah. But they're just doing their thing. They're not paying attention to us.
No, they do look like distressed, though.
Yeah.
There's distress signal.
Hey Masno. Let's go on a little field trip.
Okay.
Do you want help?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Go with you. Do you...
Let's go like a little bit of a fast pace to go see if they're in actual danger.
Okay. Give me a stealth check from the group that's going to investigate. Ralia and Ulazal are just checking out the tower and making sure that's all getting set up.
It takes like 10 minutes to do anyway, so probably
29.
Nice.
I was moving at a normal pace, so I didn't roll with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
A surprising 14.
Nice.
6.
Yes.
Mazno is just crunching through the snow like a jolly lad in darkness. He can't see shit, and he is just going through as Eerie is soundless in his approach, and Tullius is taking extra caution. You find your wares are dampening the sound of your armor, and that's super helpful. As you approach, the Mazno basically alerts everyone in the next mile radius where he's at. But they don't seem like they get little glances, and you can see them like one's currently tugging with looks like to be the neck of an elk, and it's like looking at Mosnell approaching, and it doesn't want to let go with what it's tugging, and you can see another wolf on the hill that sees Mosnell. It howls deep into the night, and it actually catches your attention that it's a full moon right now.
Ooh. They look fine to me. And
Does it look like there's any danger towards the wolves?
Give me a perception check.
$29.
26.
It's definitely seems like the danger is in front of it, and like the danger of losing its meal, and Mosnell is clearly a new sense of danger. And as it's trying to decide whether to let go or not, the decision's made for it when you see it just get pulled forward into the brush.
Oh.
What was that?
Let's go and
take a look.
let's go investigate.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you guys... Yeah? What are you doing?
Nothing. I was just going to say, would you like to take the lead, Ari? You're a sneaky.
Oh, shit. They were saying something was hunting.
Let's go.
Very well.
Okay. You guys are approaching the brush. What would you like to do? You can hear the muffled, painful screams of the and whimpers of the direwolf inside the bushes.
I'm gonna go take a look.
I'm gonna circle around to the edge to get a bit of a flanking position.
Sure.
But kind of indicate Mosnell to like just go right in.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I'm gonna go up to it and just go with my axe in my hand. I'm not gonna swing yet, but I'm just gonna like open the bushes and look what's in there.
All right.
I'll just be behind them, ready for whatever.
You're right behind. Eri is currently flanking, and as Mosnell opens up the bushes, seated like almost dug in to the ground, you can see this large creature with the wolf in its mouth, and it's got these big bulgy yellow eyes and these big curly horns, and you recognize this as the ram as it is slowly trying to eat the wolf right now.
No.
What is that?
Yeah.
Hail the darkness!
As soon as I hear that, I'm just gonna be like, I'll walk in there.
It is looking directly. It keeps changing its eye, so the side of its eye is looking at Mosnell because it can't see like directly in front of it. So it keeps looking at Mosnell, and it is clearly upset that Mosnell's telling it no.
Hey,
Is the wolf
buddy.
alive?
The wolf is still alive. It looks like its back legs were utterly shattered and broken by its jaw.
God.
Hey,
Ah,
stop that.
hail the darkness!
Hell the darkness, but stop that.
Hail darkness! As it drops it out of its mouth and it goes to the ground, and it takes its little hooves and just starts like pushing it underneath him right now. As it's dug in, he's trying to just like put it under him.
No.
Ah! You can see the wolf's eyes are just like, it is freaking out.
No.
Hail the darkness!
Hail the darkness.
Ah! I would be doing goat beat at you, but I can't do that. So. But angrier.
Listen, you can eat things, just not the dire wolves. They're kind of important to the spirit of the forest.
Mosnell, do we know this thing?
Yes. Keep your eye on your items. He likes to steal stuff.
Oh, shit. Gilbert, no.
As you look down, you can see that your loot is on the ground like 5 feet in the snow.
What the fuck?
Just down there. So it got knocked off your person.
It's... give me that.
Yeah, keep your...
As you put it back on you see it go, "Ah," as it looks back at you.
Hey, you're looking at me right now.
Ah, it's really mad. You just put two together, like your cost of the loot just now, and he's not happy. He's not happy at all. Tullius, you have a memory.
Oh my god. I don't want this one.
I do.
Tullius. You find yourself inside this, it very much resembles that of like a Roman gladiator pit, but it's completely abandoned, and you're like way up top, and it's like sunk into the ground though, and there's like little bits of water going down inside there, and you can see there's like this like Leviathan serpent monster in the center of it, and you can see Melody is just like completely aghast watching this next to you as you guys are wide up, you're crouching and you're both quiet, and you're just like, all right, do we jump now? And your uncle Deldrick just like grabs you and he's just like, are you kidding me? Tullius, this is where you need to wisen up. There is no way in hell we're going in there. The most dangerous creature I know is inside there. As you see,
Oh god.
you see the serpent like digging underneath the water and biting at stuff, slowly rising out of the water and like climbing up stairs that are clearly submerged is this very ram covered in gold necklaces, chains, rubies. It's got all this super fancy all these treasure hoard basically on it, and the serpent goes to bite him, and as it bites him, it's trying to, the teeth can't like grab anything, so it just tries to start eating it, and then you see the serpent just start choking, and then it's panicking. It's like, no, I want to let go, and then you can see the ram just hail the darkness, but you're hearing it inside the throat, so it's very muffled. So it's and you see your uncle just like, he looks to you and he's like, they say she made him as a joke.
What?
I don't find it funny.
No.
None of us find it funny, and it just does as it pleases. And you're like, Uncle, what is that? And your uncle looks to you and he's just like, exactly, Tullius. What is that? I have traveled the world and seen so much, but nothing scares me like that thing does. As he says that, like out of the throat, you just see this like pop come out as its horn just pierced through, and you see him go, hail the darkness, and alchemy circle comes up and just dumps all this treasure into the alchemy circle, and as that stops, it looks at the serpent, and it starts dragging the serpent into the alchemy circle, and it's using its paws just to stuff that shit in there, and your uncle looks at you, he's like, all right, we're not going in there. Whatever's down there isn't worth it. I'll talk to Halal. I see you guys turn around. Melody is just pale face, and she's just like, I don't know whether I am absolutely fascinated or if I am truly disgusted. I do like that though. As she writes down a note about it. And
Still don't have a name for this thing?
Oh no. Definitely not.
When he said she created it, was it implied that it was Halal that created this thing?
No.
Okay. So would I is it clear to me, or do I might no idea?
No.
All right.
We do know it's a joke, though.
I do know it's a prank.
Someone created
No.
it as a joke.
No dire wolf.
Ah! It starts going
Other
after
animals.
You. It goes up to grab you. Give me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check or dexterity save?
Save and throw. It's reaching out.
24.
24. Easily enough, you dodge out of the way, but as you back up, you see an alchemy circle come up, and it starts trying to shove the dire wolf into the alchemy circle.
Hey,
with his
stop
back legs.
it!
Ari, have you dealt with this thing before?
Yes.
Multiple
At that moment,
times.
you see it just turn and nudge the whole thing into the circle.
God damn it. Stop going after dire wolves.
Hail the darkness.
Hail the darkness,
It
yes.
is way cooler right now. Way calmer.
Stop going after the dire wolves, though.
Make a persuasion check.
Whoa.
17.
Hail the darkness. It makes a gesture towards your knife that you just bought.
Oh.
No?
Oh no!
Hail the darkness. As the other dire wolf over there just like, you see it, look at it as it just runs off.
Oh my god. Well, I tried.
We're leaving now, right?
Yeah, you can head out.
Cool. Make sure my stuff's all there.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Mosno, you found one of that hammer you have on you is definitely not on you anymore.
I'm trying to find it.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, he's taking both my weapons now. Fuck. 8.
Nope. You
Guys,
Just backtracking for everyone. I was actually gonna stay for a second and just keep an eye on it and chat with it for a moment.
Yeah.
As they're leaving, I'll do a survey.
As Mosnell starts looking around on the ground, he's like, what the fuck? As he's doing that, Tellius is going through his stuff and trying to beeline his way as fast as possible away. You look towards the ram, and inside its horns right now, you can see the hammers just all locked into its horns.
It's like, hey, don't make me come to your house again.
Hail of Darkness. It doesn't understand.
Up there in your horns.
It starts trying to look and can't see.
Bring your head down here. Bring your head down here.
It puts its head down.
I'll take the hammer out.
It looks at you again like, oh, I'll take that.
I'll give that to Mosnell.
There's Mosnell's coming down the hill like some dude who just lost his wallet. Takes it from him.
Hey, hail the darkness.
Hail
the darkness. You don't get to have everything. You can have you take most things, but not everything. We need things.
He does not like that.
He does not like that.
Here, we're going to an ancient temple. I'll bring you a souvenir from it.
Hail the Darkness.
All right. Now be nice.
Hail the Darkness.
And I'll start moving away.
All right. You just
keeping my eyes on it.
You see it slowly, like it's not like cartoons where the hooves are coming out at all. It's like you're wondering how the fuck did you do that with no thumbs? As he just starts sinking down, and the bushes just start coming back over him as he goes back down.
It's like a fucking a funnel web spider.
Yeah. As he goes back to being incognito.
Oh my god.
You guys can take a long rest.
Oh my God.
So I had a vision, a memory actually of that creature.
Did you?
Yes, I had encountered it in my travels with my uncle.
As you say that, you get another vision. You find yourself, you guys are sleeping in the middle of the night in this beautiful jungle atmosphere. It's almost like an oasis, and you have that sensation like, oh, we're on vacation. And all of a sudden you get woken up, you get a push on you, and you see your uncle next to you, and he's like, Tullius, get the fuck up! Get up! And you're like, what? He's like, get back your shit! Get your shit! And you're like, Uncle, what's wrong? And like behind right now, you can see like one of those T-Rexes that I'm not sure if you've ever seen, but it is right now like trying to bite, and it's like its head is locked in with the ram right now, and trees are getting knocked over and shit. And it's just like he's like, we need to go. And as we start moving over, and just like, wait, no, where's Melody? Melody, no! And you see Melody is like off to the side, like, it's just so fascinating. What is with this? And you see the ram is just like, and it's like trying to open a circle, and you can see the T-Rex at this is like backing up. It's like, oh, the T-Rex is like trying to be aggressive, but as soon as some crazy shit happens, it starts to run off. And you see the ram's trying to go after it, and then it stops and it's just like, hail the darkness. And then you see Deldrick's just like, Tullius, send a message to Melody not to move a muscle. And you're like, Melody? And Melody stands straight up, and she's just like, hail the darkness? And you see the ram look over and go, hail the darkness! And the memory ends.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yeah, so we've encountered it many times in our journeys, and there's not a creature that I've ever seen, or at least remember, my uncle ever being as afraid of as that. It was created as a joke by some deity. I know not which. Its literal existence is a joke. I wish that my deity had created it.
I would say you also, in your conversations with your uncle, just like, what is that thing? He gets it across to you. It is a divinity and a god.
Of what?
That
anarchy. madness?
Not sure.
This
He's not
is
sure.
Melora.
This is he's unsure.
It is a divine entity. That's all we know.
Yeah.
In fact, this creature is of divine origin. I know not where, but I'm glad you were able to handle the situation.
Oh, we have our own many experiences running into him.
How many times?
What, 4 or 5 now?
Good
No,
God, man!
it's more than 8. It's probably like 6 to 8
Sure.
times.
And you're still standing.
We've seen him a lot. He's trying to take
Yeah.
our stuff constantly.
He likes
that's like
me.
his thing. Yeah, well, that's why you're chosen, I suppose.
Harry said
Hail the darkness.
Hail the Darkness a bunch of times, and he gave us a bunch of shit, which was weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was really happy about it.
maybe you've cracked the code.
I don't know, but he seems to like me.
I've heard rumors if you say "Hail the Darkness" 3 times in front of a mirror, he'll appear.
Let's not do that.
Ari is genuinely curious if that would actually work.
Harry, I see the face.
Oh, no.
Not even for curiosity's sake. Just don't even think about it.
I'm going to destroy every mirror that I see.
Just going around punching fucking mirrors. It's hilarious. All right. Do you guys rest?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You take your long rest. Tullius!
Oh, God.
You awake to a crystal star next to you.
Oh, thank God I'm not dead. I'll punch it.
All right.
Ooh, juicy.
No, 101's not as great here. I'm not adjusting. Oh, actually, I could adjust it. It's not that big a deal. Actually, it's just 1. Where is it?
Spicy. I have this on day 13 of my journal.
Nice. It's definitely not day 13. If you're counting.
I'm just making shit up.
Yeah, it's fine. You hear, I've been trying to convince the Raven Queen why I did the things I did. I think she's coming around. I wish you would remember. Time went on and it felt as if you would never return. My body changed and my hope faded with it. And that's the end of this message. And I'll drag you back.
Oh, they're back.
Yes. I awake at the same time Ari awakes, I assume.
Yep. Everyone's awake.
Probably.
Well, we sleep the same amount of time now.
Yeah, I was probably going to take like an early rest so I could keep watch the rest of the night.
Sure.
Then I'll probably wake up and be like, oh shit, you're out here too? Alright.
The two of you take watch, and you can talk about anything you want. Give me perception checks for your watch.
Right. Natural 1. Bit distracted from that thing.
Yeah, sure.
25.
That's right,
It's-
our boy
it's-
got eyes.
It's a quiet and barren night. You're good to go.
Talia seems a little more somber than you typically assume he is.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. Just, sometimes the memories come back and they're not the fun ones. Or
Oh.
you're reminded of bittersweet, you know?
Yeah, I get that.
Alright. Have you, experienced a ton of loss?
You could say that.
Right. Well, I hope it is not as difficult as what I'm dealing with.
Depends who you're talking to.
Fair enough. Do you ever desperately just wish that one person in your life was just back in it, even if but for a moment?
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah. Subtle reminders here and there.
Yeah.
Guess we're two sides of the same coin, yeah?
I guess so.
Cheers to that. Happy watching.
Okay. As the morning arises, you guys do notice somehow, despite your incredible watch, it almost seems naturally impossible for you to sneak up upon you guys, but at the base of the tower, sitting outside, is the ram just sitting down, waiting for the door to open.
Oh, God.
You can make an intelligence check, Ari.
18.
Smart boy.
Uh-oh. You said you were going to a ruin and we're going to bring him back something.
Oh, God.
We're not there yet.
Well, go. You do you.
I think he wants to talk to you.
I'll hail the darkness.
Do you come out the front door, or are you walking down side or something like that?
I'll come to the door.
Yeah.
Hail the darkness.
Hail the darkness.
This wasn't the ruin. This is magic.
Hail the darkness.
The ruin. It's far away, actually. All the way to the north. Full Moon Point. Do you know anything about that?
It just stares at you, but its eyes still continue to swirl.
Go. Okay. Are you just gonna follow us all the way there?
Hail the darkness.
Oh no! What have you done?
Okay.
Is Raleigh down there at this point?
I mean, she's up. You can definitely hear
might
her
as well
talking.
I can make it its own little tower if it wants.
I'm sure it'd appreciate that. All right. But I will lay one ground rule. Like I said, we'll give you a souvenir from the tower, from the temple, but you don't take any of our stuff.
Hail the darkness.
Okay. And we'll give you your own tower to sleep in every night.
Hail the darkness.
It's a little bit comfier than the freezing cold, although it probably doesn't really bother you at all.
And no dire wolves.
It just starts looking around like,
oh god, Uazal's gonna hate me.
first oozes!
Oh god. Alright.
Standing there, like,
Yeah,
in the middle
It's
of
just
the doorway.
it's literally
No,
just
it's
planted
outside.
its butt
Okay.
outside. Yeah, it's outside the front door, but it's just planted its butt there.
I'm gonna resummon Morta.
Mhm.
Send her up.
Okay. Go ahead and make a constitution check and a perception check.
Yeah, by the way, Tellius, even if we teleport, it'll find us.
I had no doubt of that.
Yeah, it kind of does that.
Are you there, Tullius?
I assume I would be at this point now.
All right.
Yeah, I mean it literally can fight like a giant, like I don't know what to call this creature, but it's big and it's got a big jaw, tiny arms, kind of like hide like
Yeah.
skin.
You've seen it. You've literally
Oh.
seen it, you guys.
We've seen those.
Yeah, I saw.
Wait, what are we talking about?
T-Rex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys would know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant things in young Gook.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, I don't know, but yeah, I had a vision, a memory of Mr. Ram here actually
As you look at
fighting
him,
off one of those.
You have another memory.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Oh God!
It's a quick one, but you just see you guys are in a closed space. It's you, Melody, and Deldrick, and you're all whispering, and it's like 5 feet from you, and you're all just like. So one more time, Melody, and you see Deldrick he's fucking losing it. He's just, you can see this is your patience. Almost never have you seen your uncle ever lose his patience, but you can see it's getting to him, and she's like, okay, I know you don't think he's nice, but he is. You see Deldrick, he's not nice. He's not good. Hail the darkness, I swear to fucking God. And you see her, it's just, I think I know how to communicate with it, and I think there's a way to approach this that we can maybe learn something from it. And your uncle's just like, we don't need to learn anything from it. It's a monster. This is one of the few monsters. We don't need anything. And he looks like he's like, oh dear God, no! And you see the ram as it reaches out and it's trying to take the gauntlet off Tara that's inside here right now. And you see Tara just like, oh, and she goes and takes her sword and just hits it in the butt of the head, and you see it's not letting go. She's like, what? Ah! And you see the Valkyrie is starting to try and push it off. And you see like your uncle's like, I think I have to fight it now. And that's where the memory ends.
You fought Valkyries? What's wrong with you?
It looks at you and it just
I'm
goes,
directing it to the ram. Yeah.
it just goes and just throws up a book.
What? What is that?
I'm going to use Mage Hand and grab the book so I don't have to get close to it.
Okay.
Thank you, Relia.
Yes, I prefer to stay
It seems
many
the
yards away
slime
from this.
is falling off it, as it seems like there's some sort of magical protection on the book.
Relia, can you read the book?
I'm just gonna like poke my head over her shoulder.
Can I read the book?
Yeah, it is in an elven language, an ancient elven language, though. So you recognize Elfish, but you can't read what version of Elfish this is.
I will use Comprehend Languages.
It takes 10 minutes.
Yep.
He's cheesing.
So you just sit there like an idiot for 10 minutes.
Can I try to read it while he's doing that?
Sure. As you look over at the book as she casts her spell, you see on the cover it actually has the Star of Halol on it, and you
Hey.
recognize it as Melody's spell book.
Hey. Oh. Ralia, I don't know if you need to continue with what you're doing there. I'll just take a peek at this real quick here for you. Is there
What is
anything to
it?
note? It's a spell book, actually.
Oh.
And it belongs to Melody, the giant demon that we killed. But her name was...
What?
Yeah, it's a long story. I'll try to explain. But basically, Melody was like my friend, and something happened. I lost all my memories, and she turned into Orlith in the meantime. And then we killed her, and then this is her spellbook.
And you just hear like the the thud of pointing to the spell book.
Yeah. Is there anything of note? Is there any like cool notes in there, or is it
Ooze
really
all
just
sleeping
spells?
in right now because I feel like he'd have a reaction to this.
Yeah, it would. Certainly would.
How did your friends turn into a demon?
I do not know. I wish I knew. But she must have had good reason. And it was clearly related to me. That's what I do know. So. I would like to read through it and see if there's any notes addressed to me, or if it's of use to me. And if it's not, then I would just give it to Ralia so she could translate and learn stuff.
Funny enough, you recognize the ancient Elvish language. It's easy enough to read. You recognize the handwriting. A multitude of spells in here. Of course, there's the notes and the spells she was working on that discuss in detail her attempts at contacting Zahir, the Raven Queen, and her ascendancy into becoming a Reaper.
Oh, Jesus.
You see spells that, one of which that she was trying very hard to cast was a spell called Wish that she could not figure out. Inside here, though, she did figure out a plethora of other very powerful spells, many of which you guys experienced during the fight with Will. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one. Oh, I remember that one.
Does one of them disintegrate?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I just erase that one on there? Didn't remember that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I got ink on this page. Ah.
Um,
Can't read it.
There are definitely pages ripped out. There are some maddening scribbles in certain places, and even after the maddening scribbles, there is some normalcy that returns to it, but you can definitely see a troubled individual over time.
Ralia, I would like to give this to you, but I'd also like to I just want to know what happened to my friend, really. I don't think I care too much about the rest of the spells unless there's anything that specifically notes me. Would you mind maybe, and we could, go through it together at some point? Not today, but maybe at the end of the day.
Yes, that sounds good. I would much appreciate that.
Right on. I'll hang on to this then in the meantime.
Hail the darkness! You get like
I'm gonna give it. Yeah, no, I know. I'm like, thank you. What do I call you? Darkness Ram?
Hail the darkness.
Do you have a name? Hail the Darkness?
Hail the darkness.
All right, Hail the Darkness it is.
It's just the Ram.
The Ram. Okay, all right.
That's Mr. Pig to you.
Mr. Hail the Darkness.
Sorry.
All right. Well, like Eri said, we will be traveling to an ancient temple to bring back a goodie for you, and that should be payment enough. Yes, Hail the Darkness.
Hail the darkness.
Yes, I know it doesn't sound quite right to you, does it? Let me see if I have anything for you. I actually really don't think I have anything for you, but you know what? I'm serious. I really don't think I do. I'm so
what a
sorry.
shitty cool uncle.
I
I got
know,
something for
right?
you. Oof. How about a $10 bill?
I said, let me see.
What about a cool $10 bill for my favorite nephew?
Yeah, here you go. Here's 50 platinum. Here you go. Hopefully that will placate you. Hail the
That's
Darkness.
a $1 bill.
Oh my god.
As you see, it takes the gold and it's like, or the platinum's on the ground and goes, Hail the darkness.
Yes,
An
Hail
alchemy
the
symbol
Darkness.
comes up, and you can just see underneath it just falls, and you just see mounds and mounds of golds. You see the bear, the dire wolf, all sorts of things falling through like the portal as they're going through. And
Is the bear still alive?
Yeah, they're fine, dude. It looks exactly like the last time you saw it.
Oh my god.
I'd say. Oh, give me 1 second.
Did I pay the toll?
The ram toll.
The troll toll?
Yep. But better.
Sorry, I'm really racking my brain here.
It's all right.
Give me a second.
Another memory appears.
Not so much a memory, but
Who's that memory?
Yep. It's Melody. It's Deldrick.
I got it. Okay. So it goes away, and then you see the ram being like, "Hello, darkness." As you see a circle, an alchemy circle appear on the ground, and in front of you, you see a half-chewed adamantine gauntlet.
Hail the darkness?
You get this feeling it's like, we're even now.
I
Do we?
I pick it up. Do you recognize this?
It has the Star of Hello on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I recognize the star. I think we all do at this point. Where did you get this?
You literally watched the moment.
I know, but
You hold it out in front of him. He has no shame right now. He is just like, we're even, dude. You have it now. What's the deal?
thank you. And I'll just put it in my bag. I mean,
Yeah, that's fine.
that's so funny. Guess I'll add that to my inventory.
I rolled a 16 and a 17, so the 16 was for Constitution.
Oolazal finally wakes up.
Yeah.
The episode ends just with him just like, oh, fucking shit.
What's with all the noise? We're teleporting, and everybody teleports. And we can stop there as you teleport farther ahead. So you cut off a fair amount of distance, and now you can begin walking on foot for the rest of the day's journey with us now.